Hello, my monstrosities. Hello once again. Today, I bring to you another variety video. Yes, I don't know if this actually counts as variety. It's still DBD related, so cut me some slack. But hey, yes, if you can see from the title, the video playing in the background, and the thumbnail, we are playing Hooked on You, the Dead by Daylight dating sim. Now, this monster is no stranger to dating sims, but that doesn't make them any less weird the more we do them. So, that's the game plan today. I've been told that my main is in that, so let's see how that goes. And that being said, roll the clip, and I hope you enjoy. Wake up on the beach, soaking wet, salt water stinging the inside of your throat as if you nearly drowned. Water falls from your mouth as you open it to gasp for air. You have no memory of how you got here. In fact, you can only remember your own name, but not where you came from or a single fact about your life. What you do know is that despite the outrageous beauty of the landscape around you, you feel incredibly sick to your stomach. Well, really went down the wrong pipe, huh? You need a minute? Or can I go on? Bruh. Because I can give you a minute. We got plenty of time. Endless time, really. An eternity, if you catch my drift. Why is there two narrators? Like, I understand this is Ocean, but why are there two narrators? Oh, not now, Ocean. Sorry, Monster. May I continue? Please, go on. Okay then, as I was. As I was saying, bruh, really? You look down at your feet, ankle deep in the crystal blue water of a newly arrived wave. As the water recedes back into the ocean, it reveals a grotesque discovery. Ew. A decomposing face stares up at you from beneath the sand. All you can do is vomit. A stream of dark bile, bugs, worms, and other ick. Yeah, that sounds about right. Questions race through your mind. Where are you? How did you get here? Who's behind this incredibly charming and well-spoken voice in your head? However, answers don't come easy. Your mind is completely blank. What will you do? Okay, closing my eyes isn't going to fucking help me. Could run, I guess. Fuck it. If I learned anything in anthropology, let's dig up shit that doesn't belong to us. That's a joke, we're doing better now, but that's with anthropology we found it all. Alright. You brush the sand away from the half-buried human head embedded in the ground before you. Okay. You paid some, tribute for the river Styx. There's no body, just this head. As you pick it up, flakes of skin fall to the ground. The jaw falls open, revealing a gold coin sitting on the rotting tongue of this poor dead soul. Your hand's dirty, I see. I like that. You're a take charge type. Examine the gold coin briefly, happily distracted from what has otherwise been an extremely confusing morning. You don't say, it's been like 4 minutes. The sun beats down on you, drying your clothes. You check your pockets, but they're empty. Plenty of room for a gold coin, you suppose. And so you deposit it. Why, that's a nice coin you got there. What if you were to spend it right now? Bro. On what? Look, I'm going to level with you here. That coin you found, it's mine. I dropped it yesterday. I've been looking all over for it. Bro, aren't you a voice? Dropped it into a dead person's mouth. That too! Did you just give it back? No. Be that way then. Bruh. Your mind doesn't have a chance to linger any longer on your current state as you feel something soft bent against your foot. When you look down, you find a volleyball sitting on the sand right next to you. Okay, but why is it doing this action screen then? You stare down, frozen. Voice calls out to you from behind. Little help, please? Turn around, and when you see what's waiting for you, your jaw just about hits the ground. Yep, that's. Oh, what are we doing here? That's not as bad, right? That's stupid. Sorry. But this is absurd. Four gorgeous monsters stand halfway between you and a well-tended volleyball court. You're not the only monster! Each of them oozes with undead energy, a magical aura reaching out and penetrating you. Really? Via your eyes. Really? Your heart begins to race. Curiosity, fear, desire. You can't help but stare at these casually dressed, let's call them killers. I don't know, not to be judgmental, but that's the energy they put out here. You don't say. So many competing feelings rush through your mind at once that you are completely paralyzed. Hello? There are weird days, and then there's this. All you can do is look down at the ball and back up at this monstrous lineup of, well, literal monsters. Sexy ass monsters, though. Are we serious? I guess this is what we're doing. What do you do? I mean, okay, this is... Why would I do that? What? Kick it back. No, it's a volleyball. Toss it back, fuck it. Bend down and grab the ball. It's warm from sitting in the sand on this beautiful day. You give the ball a toss, it arcs beautifully through the air and lands right in Huntress's hands. Not bad, stranger. Huntress's muscles ripple as she grips it in her hand. You look her up and down and consider what it might be like to be held tightly in those strong arms. Warm, perhaps. Maybe a little sweaty, but that's okay. It's natural. Ew. Try hard much? Blech. Speaking directly to you. But you still can't bring yourself to reply. You're entranced. Am I really though? You snap out of it, you realize that everyone has gone back to the volleyball court. Alone again, you look across the beach at these strange residents who casually bat a volleyball back and forth, happily ignoring your intrusion onto their private beach. Should you be frightened? Worried? Excited? I did refer to them as killers, not to give them too much away. At the same time, damn, they're looking very appealing in their own way, and nobody so much as lifted a blood-soaked finger in your direction. Don't be scared, monster. You were made for this. Debatable. Oh geez, if this spooky ocean voice says not to be scared, I'm sure it's all gonna work out. No good reason not to. You decide to head over and see what happens next. Seems like you derailed the volleyball game just by showing up. But damn. Bruh! You derailed the game just by showing up, nitwit. We serious, dude? And I guess you're also a nitwit. I'd be damned if Trapper is the one calling anybody a nitwit. Okay? Buff your kit. Look, it's best to just go with what Trapper says when he says that. That's a policy I hold for pretty much anyone that always seeks to have fresh blood on their hands. Bruh. Hey, don't worry about it. It's all just a game. Existence, that is. Okay, deep. Besides, you seem a lot more interesting than the silly game. Are we serious? What's your deal? What brings you here? Mean they're here to do more than distract you from my total domination? I was Rafe. So that means he was done with the game too. I mean, I'm already over it. Either that or he saw a butterfly or something. Oh, okay, cool. Got you. I don't care why this slack-jawed moron is here. Hey, you got one more time, motherfucker. I just want to know, can I kill them or not? It's you wish. No, you can't. Damn right. At least not yet. Are we serious? Oh yeah, not yet. Bro, what the fuck you mean not yet? Anyway, so you might want to, say something. Actually, never mind. There'll be plenty of time for that soon enough. I'm saying plenty right now, because this doesn't have voice acting. I mean, maybe it does, but so far, no. Right now, this group has some questions for you. Actually, does it have voice acting? Is that a setting? Okay, kick up the text speed. Yep, let's go with that. You can save. Alright. Right now, this group has some questions for you. But be warned, answer quickly and answer well. This is a time quiz and it'll be very important later. Are we serious right now? Very important. Or not important in any way whatsoever. Probably that one. I can't remember. How attractive would you say you are? I guess I'm about average. Pretty average, I think. It's another face in the crowd, another normal, meaningless life in an endless cycle. I think you're quite cute myself, like a chipmunk or a grizzly bear. Fun fact, I've been called a chipmunk in real life before. As a compliment, because I had puffy cheeks. I'm gonna leave that there. If you could have any superpower, what would it be? Probably invisibility. Flight, super strength. Okay, so super strength is boring to me. Flight, I guess, but like, what am I going to do with that? That's like some shit you can't get away with. Invisibility, yeah. Same, although sometimes I think I already am. Yeah, I feel like you have a tendency to do that, bud. What's your best subject in school? Easy. Oh, okay, that's none of these. What the fuck? Not math, not history. Man, I have skipped class before in university. So I majored in skipping class. Ha! If I'd ever gone to school, I would have done great in skipping class. I prefer skipping over walking almost always. Are we serious right now? Favorite animal? Neither of the top two, and shit, you even found something I don't know. What the fuck is a mustelid again? Mustelid. Oh! It's a fucking ferret! Or a weasel! Or a badger! Yeah! Fuck it! Be honest, you have no idea what a mustelid is, and it's hoping it's some secret answer that results in a hilarious Easter egg, right? Well, I looked it up because Google is my best friend. Because there is no Easter egg. It's just another word for ferrets and stuff like that. Fuck yeah, it is! What's your favorite color? Out of these, but okay, so check it out, right? Purple is my favorite color, which I guess is closest to blue, but it's also a mix of red and blue. But I don't like all blues, but I think I like most blood reds. Red. Some call it the color of love, but love is just another word for pain. Ah, not wrong. Your dream job. Oh shit, I promise you this one. Like, I don't want to be a promoter. I would rather own a nightclub. I have no intention of going into space. We can do what we really want while working at home. Takes a lot of courage to break free from society's expectations to climb the ladder. Only she could spend laziness in some kind of grand crusade. These damn millennials. Bro, how old are you? Aren't you somebody's son? Like, isn't your whole lore that? I feel like you're, like, stretching this, bro. Such a zoomer ass up. Best flavor of ice cream. Okay. What? My favorite flavor is pain. Okay, but same here. Are we serious right now? Mine is vanilla swirled with pain. I think mint chocolate chip is the greatest flavor ever conceived myself, but enough about ice cream. Am I right? I remember seeing that people said that if you like mint chocolate chip, you for the streets. So I think narrator here is for the streets. Hold on a sec, this reminds me. I am right. Always. It's a lesson you should learn right before you go too much further. Do what I say if you want to survive. Pick mint chip. We're teaching lessons now, narrator? You rascal. Kill or be killed is the rule on this island. Even for faceless voices. Tell me, what's the base flavor of ice cream? Didn't I just do this? You got a reading comprehension problem? I just told you mint chocolate chip. Sorry, mint chip was where it's at, bro. You almost bought yourself a game over there, buddy. That's right, I can end your life whenever I want to. I'm in control, so don't you forget it. If I say you like mint chip, you like mint chip. Now try it again. Tell me, what's the best flavor of ice cream? Bro, let's try it. In case I wasn't clear who's in charge, it's me. You have to stand. It feels very good to end someone else's game. You should try it sometime. Oh shit! Actually gamed over. Well, thanks guys for coming into another video. If you liked the video, like it. If you got a comment for me, comment. Till next time. Peace out, my monstrosities. Really though, I feel like that's about been 10 minutes. That's perfect YouTube video length, so I should have cut it there, but fuck it, I guess. What's the give up option? Like, what, do I just start another load, or do I load? I'm assuming this is like beginning and like from last checkpoint. Are you serious? Okay, all of this again. Cause, okay. Well, that's annoying. Still average. Invisibility. Skipping class. Da, 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 da. Oh, that was annoying. We're gonna do this like bruh. Shit's dumb. Anywho, now that they know so much about you, I'm sure the group wants you to start getting to know them. I'm Trapper. I'm pretty much running things around here. I'm the smartest, richest, strongest person on this whole island. If this is true, I already hate this. I can give you strongest, right? And I guess his daddy had a mining company, so I guess richest, sure. Why the fuck would he be smartest? Didn't Spirit actually like go to college? Okay. I don't like losers. If you want to know what a loser is, say hello to Rafe. Damn. Bro, you actually just... Okay, dude. You are last in this competition. Hi, I'm Rafe. I'm nothing like everyone else. I like nice people and loathe big dumb idiots. Hey, what's up? I'm Spirit. I don't like most things. Hey, same. Don't really hate most things either. It's not worth my time. Facts. But the things I do rate, I really hate. You know? I do. Based on my personal observations, life is nothing but suffering, and society is a carefully calculated lie to keep everyone subservient to those in power. It's better to choose to just not take part. Yeah. Jesus, like she was downright murdered by society. She hates it so much. Isn't that her lore, dude? But like, plays society with dad because of society? Oh no, wait. I'm remembering Spirit's story now. And that's almost exactly what happened. Okay, got it. Hey, I'm Huntress. Don't let these bummers get you down. There's lots of fun to be had on this island. Along with lots of love. Bro, what? Bro, are you supposed to recognize that already? Are we doing this? This is early? Yeah, there is. If you know what I mean. I don't. Grow up. Grow a body. What the fuck? I explained that 1,000 times. I'm dead, but I'm not a literal ghost. I just create a trail of fog. Not made of it. Oh, I thought that was like a comment on like... Then again, she is out of puberty, right? So... Oh, okay. I don't know. Whatever, fog body. Bro. That's not nice. He's not nice. You love it. Bro, who? Only sometimes. Bro, what is going on here? Ew, really? That's disgusting. That's why she likes it. Don't speak for me. I also hate it. Also, bro, so we're not declining the initial like? Oh, ew. Stop speaking entirely, actually. Facts. Yeah, please. How about you stop talking? The first time ever I agree with Wraith. Let's move on. Otherwise, they'll do this all day. Besides, if I know this crew, and I do, they'll want to show off soon enough. We're done playing, let's do something else instead. For once, I actually agree with the meathead. I say we go to my yacht. It's the massive boat docked nearby. I'll give everyone a taste of true luxury and power. Bro, why do you have a yacht? Wraith rolls his eyes. Don't mind him, he just hates fun and happiness. No, I hate the endless, desperate, soul-crushing pursuit of wealth, the way it's flaunted needlessly, and the cruelty it engenders. Alright. What about hanging out by the pool? Find the water, call me. Simple, beautiful. Hey, what about our volleyball game? We can exercise and have some fun as a group. Are y'all serious? It's a perfectly good lounge to chill out at right here. Bro, fact! Let's go. Facts. Fucking facts. I'm tired, and besides, I hate being in the sun. Same! Where do you want to go? Bro, I am lounging. Okay, which one's the fucking lounge? Okay, so I'm assuming it's in order that they said. Except, I don't see a yacht here. Oh, okay, this must be the yacht. This must be the yacht. I'm assuming this is the lounge? That's her volleyball game, and I'm guessing that's hang out by the pool, even though that is literally the beach. So I'm gonna go with that. Okay, cool. It'd be great to relax for a second at the lounge. Kick up your feet, look over the ocean, and relax on your own terms. Bro, promise you some drinks, some shade, less insects. I'm down. Wouldn't want anything else. Dry, comfortable, drinking a cool drink on a hot day is the best. I mean, what kind of fool? What kind of monster? What kind of mask-wearing psychopath would finally be granted a break from the constant grind of chasing and fighting to get ahead, and then choose to insert themselves in, quite frankly, any way whatsoever? This is what I'm talking about. This is what I'm talking about. I'm not the one who gets it. It's time to start living by their rules. I won't do it any longer. Yeah, we should probably give her a second to calm down. Bro, I just want a drink and a chill. Hold on. For just one moment. Bro, Dwight ain't never looked this great. And I don't know what's going on with their poses. I feel like that is a Claudette skin. I can see that. Yo, can we get these skins in, like, game? Wait, I just hooked up my account. Is this a skin that's in game now? I don't know, we'll figure it out eventually. On the next Dead by Daylight video. No promises. This is Dwight and Claudette, our activities coordinators. Oh, yep, I've had a similar title. For summer camps. Oh, for summer programs, I should say. They're also the cooks, waiters, bartenders, janitors, and every other job. Oh, that fucking sucks. The only help remaining on this island. Remaining? Bro, how do y'all fucking get left behind? This place we call Murder's Island. Huge dramatic musical flourish. I guess I'm reading too fast, but I cannot read today. I don't know what's up. Oh shit, they meant fucking... None of the others survived. Survivors? Not surviving? Wow, what is this, fucking solo queue? Survived the interview process, I mean. Bro, they interviewed for this? Hence why we shall heretofore refer to them as survivors with a capital S. Okay, dude. These two have worked for a long time. So very long. I don't actually know how long it's been. Sorry. Anyway, I should probably let Dwight and Claudette do their mandated jobs. They sure look happy. But they're vibrating with a nervous energy that is starting to give me the creeps. We will now escort the group to the venue of your choosing. However, in the future, we recommend waiting for us to present you with your options whenever possible and don't just run off to various activities unsupervised. I will completely do that. You know, the activities unsupervised. Because I don't like being supervised. We don't have much autonomy around here. Least you can do is allow us to do our job. Most you can do is help us get off this island. Why? Yes, pardon me. Please follow us. I mean, bro, if we can all figure a way out of this bitch, let me know. So far, I'm not vibing with it. Oh, okay, kind of. Me and Trapper got beef already, though. A narrator. I can talk to the narrator just like that? Okay. Yes, something I can help you with. There's two, Claudette and Dwight. They just start to mention something about wanting to escape. Is escape an option? Should I be trying to escape? I guess I should read that like it's me? Instead of like dialogue? So let's try that again. Hey, those two, Claudette and Dwight. Did they just try to mention something about wanting to escape? Is escape an option? Should I be trying to escape? Man, that's just not my flow of tone, so whatever. Escape them? Oh, no, no, no. I think you're mistaken. Seems like Dwight was asking for help to get off this island, though. Alright, yes, that's true, he was. But he just meant that he wants to get to the other vacation island getaway. A couple miles south of here. And has much fancier accommodations than this island. One of those big corporate outfits, quite exclusive, where all the famous celebrities hang out, very luxurious. Doesn't quite have the charm that this island has, though, trust me, you wouldn't want to go there. With all that money comes a lot of restrictions. This is where you belong. Now, off you go. It's time for an activity. On this island, your decisions matter, mostly. And I agree with them. Not like that other island. So what it'll be? What'll it be? Are you telling me that there's another island where I don't get dictated by a narrator? Just money? Well, from my subscriber count, you can see that I don't have that. Okay, I'm still going to the lounge, bro. Finally, freedom from the preposterous premise that the four of us would be engaged in some sort of thrilling 2-on-2 volleyball match. Priya looks at you from beneath her gigantic sun hat. She takes a conspiratorial tone. I don't know whose idea volleyball was in the first place, but I hate them. I tried to feign a sprained ankle, but everyone already knows that I technically floated above the ground, so nobody believed I was putting any pressure on my joints in the first place. You don't float in game. Which, now that I think about it, would be kinda sick if she did. But I guess they couldn't do that because running it? I mean, Dredge kinda floats, right? Does anybody float? Huh, I guess not. But I wonder why. Yeah, I wonder why. Let's just make Spirit float in game. Then I tried to annoy everyone by not giving a crap. When that didn't work, I started whining. And when that didn't work, I tried to kill every single person on the island. But turns out I'm not the first that toss those kind of threats around on this island. So, thanks, I guess, for getting it called off. No problem. We threatened to end each other again. Okay, so, like, now it's Dwight who takes on a conspiratorial tone. I wonder if I'm saying that, like, right, conspiratorial. Because it's like conspiracy. Conspiratory would be like, I guess conspiratorial? His eyes shifting as he slips into a loud whisper. Please, just make it quick. That is what you'll be saying when we get behind the bar to make you the drink of your dreams. Hilarious, right? Argnoid? Yeah, right. So what you'll be having. Ooh. Okay. What do I drink? Okay, well, I know I don't do this one. It's late, but it's also outside, so scotch on the rocks doesn't sound like a great thing. Vodka soda. The fact that they said like vodka soda, that I don't vibe with. Like, I do like mixed drinks that contain vodka. The vodka Sprite is good. It's the fact that they said soda and not pop, probably. That's also doing it for me. I'll take a sangria. Something fruity but refreshing. Hold the coconut rum. A sangria, maybe? My pleasure. Sounds nice. We used to make drinks like that back home. You did? I thought you were... Where did sangrias come from? Alright. Well, not we exactly. I watched somebody drink a drink like that once. Gotcha. They looked happy. Alright. Now's your chance to be the one with the drink. What do you say? This is some sort of juice for a child. There are children hiding about? Bro, what? Alright, you like locked children up, hoping they were okay, but didn't feed them? No, it's for adults. The kind who like, tropical fun. Oh, I see. Hunters really seem to perk up at the idea of kids being around. It is a bum to hear there aren't any. But I'm quite glad it's just grown-ups on this island, personally. Little ones should definitely not be exposed to this. Yeah, I agree. I also don't like the idea of people being this excited about kids. As adults. Take that from someone who's worked with kids many times. I have just people that I mean, look, you could like kids, like the idea of having kids and things like that. Or people are like, man, I love working with kids. I love being around kids. Kids bring me life. I'm just like, no. I'm picking up really sketch vibes. Not my cup of tea, but okay, sure. We can use it for a toast, yeah? For new adventures. New friends. Bro, that is something I would never fucking say. Did you just say Clink? Oh, dude. Rip. No. Since we fulfilled your request, it's time for you to return the favor. No, thank you. I should have known there was a catch. Icebreaker time. I fucking hate icebreakers. I swear, had I known they pulled this kind of faux enthusiasm community building crap, I've suggested we attempt to walk to the lowest point of the ocean before I ever set foot near this bar. Facts. You don't think it could be kind of fun? A little fun? Never mind, I hate it. It sucks. But it could be like fine or whatever you say. Has anyone seen my hat? Bro, do any of your skins even have a hat? I think the best you got is a hood, my guy. Oh, I guess you got a candle too. I've literally never seen him in a hat. Alright, cool. If we must make small talk, I'm at least picking a topic before we end up being forced to do some lame improv game that nerds learn at their non-sports after-school activities that I definitely never did because I'm no nerd. Methinks a certain someone doth protest too much. Sitting here on this beautiful sunny afternoon, warm sand beneath the cool fog beneath my severed feet. Well, that's a steadily towering snafu with too many beneaths. One sentence. The topic I choose is books, novels, comics, fiction, or non. Reading is the only real escape from the inescapable horror of life. Escape into your own mind. Okay, but my mind is the real horror. A groan rose through the crowd. Not a lot of readers here, I'd imagine, based on that response. They were much more enthusiastic about drinking. Considering the situation we're in, seems an appropriate time to ask you. Monster, what's your desert island book? One book you'd bring with you if you were, well, on an island like this. Oh, and it has to be classic horror. For reasons that should be obvious. It means because this is an island of horror villains. And also these books are all in the public domain. True. Nothing too modern. Humanity has never really gotten soft these past 100 years. What's your favorite? Okay, the honest answer is Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde. Frankenstein, probably second. But more monster lore. My name is Mr. Monster. For the two concepts of Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde, but also I'm a Joker fan, and Harley says Mr. J, and that's where my name of the Mr. came from. And Monster, well, that's another story. Just Monster, I like monsters. So yeah, the honest answer, Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde, which is ironically true. You know, I really enjoyed the story of Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde. I felt like I had this other person living inside of me. Okay, I wouldn't go that far. Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde sounds like a fun one. I love a good story about friendship, but I can't read. Because I'm dumb. I never actually learned how to read because I was too busy learning to survive. Nothing more than my own strength and cunning. Same reason I didn't have a best friend that wasn't more than just a rock and a face I'd drawn on it with dried blood. Till we meet again, Roxanne. Roxanne. You just want to party all night. Huntress looks out toward the horizon, and there's a moment of silence among the group. You tell it to me sometime. I might not be able to read books by myself, but I love being read to, especially when someone does all the voices. Okay, I see what they want to do here, right? They're like, hey, this is a dating sim. You're supposed to do the other voices of the characters. And true, I got tea right before this, right? Because I knew I'd be speaking for a while. Do this little game here. But if doing Monster Prom and Monster Camp has taught me anything, that's tiring as hell. So I'm not gonna do all these voices. Sorry if that's what you were here for. It's not really a story about friendship exactly, but who cares? Of course I'll tell it to you. It's quite a thrilling tale. Okay, so the irony of this is that I do like storytelling, but I don't think I would tell Huntress a story. Oh, I mean, you know what? Why not? I guess I'd tell it to her. Not just anybody can pull off quality narration all the time. Take it from me. That is very true. That is very true. You don't even need to read. You can just make it up and it'll still be fun. Sometimes when I find myself in an abandoned house, I like to look at the photos on the wall and come up with little stories to go with the pictures. It's a fun game we can play together. Okay. Abandoned house? Why are they abandoned? Huntress giggles and gives you a playful little wink. Okay. Oh no! Usually when I find the folks who abandon them, they're not in the mood to tell me much. Enough about these old stories that belong to someone else. I think it's time to make up some new stories of our own. Before you know what's going on, Huntress is waving an empty vodka bottle in the air, a devilish twinkle in her half-mask covered eye. Right. Vodka, cause she's Russian. I get the stereotype. Also, you know, I did say I like vodka, like, mixes, but straight vodka I can't really do. Not for me. Why not just something a little naughty? So I'll get in the circle and spin this bad boy. Really? Great idea. Hey! Hey, this got his music! It's our motherfucking boy! So I heard Trickster was in the game. I don't know if you can date him somehow, some way. I'd imagine if, you know, if like a character pops up, it's like a secret ending, like, you know, other dating sims. Not that I know many about them, but yeah. Trickster. Isn't it a bit late to introduce a new character? I thought I was the one who gets to make the rules, so I'm not sure who I'm asking. But I wasn't ready for this. That's that motherfucking boy. I mean, like, you couldn't make a hot, like, dating sim without the hottest DVD character. Come on now. You know, original character, of course. Well, hello, and who is this new fan in the waiting? I need the skin. Low key, I need the skin. Beat it, hack. I don't know why I gave him that voice randomly. I don't know, what's the harm in inviting one more person to join the circle of our game? I can't stay, I was just saying it's a great idea, while also teasing a secret trickster ending. Let's motherfucking go. I've got much better things to do than hang out here. I'm famous. Damn right you are, but toodaloo. Rules are simple. First you spin, then you swap. Spit, that is. Oh, wait, hold on. What did I just say? The rules are simple. First you spin, then you swap. Spit, that is. Oh, jeez. What? Yeah, let's be clear. This ain't a peep show. We're here to have a good time, but in a classy way. I don't know, dude. You already said some sus shit. All makeouts will happen out of view of the public eye. Real romantic like. I mean, yeah. Yes, romance is the goal. So we'll all be here in complete silence, trying to listen in and use our imaginations while you make out on the other side of the bar. But not watching. Like adults. Romantic, well-adjusted adults. I've never played Spin the Bottle, and I'm pretty glad I haven't, to be honest. That doesn't fill me with joy. Like that whole concept just, I don't know, dude. Sounds like mono and everything else waiting to happen. Monster, you're up, bro. First? Okay. You grip the bottle in your hand and put your faith in the hands of the empty bottle gods. Sounds just like when I was in fret. Mind games consist of consist of two parts. On top, a pointer which rotates in a clockwise direction. On the bottom, a circle you're going to be pointing at. This here upcoming minigame is a special minigame. Perfect for the less coordinated because there's no winning or losing. Well, not technically. Wherever the pointer stops, that's your result. Suppose if it doesn't stop where you want it to, that's a bit like losing, but no one has to know if you don't tell them. Okay, ready to play? Would you like me to repeat that? I'm good. Wait, do I have to hit space like a fucking skill check for real, or can I just click? Wait, here we go. Spin the bottle. See who you're going to smooch. Oh, fuck. I really hate this. And you said like it could end nowhere, so like... Alright, guys. I guess I'll actually let fate do it. Close my eyes. And stop. Hey! First off, I sounded way too excited. But also... I genuinely did close my eyes and hit space. Just fuck it. Oh, that's funny. Oh, shit. Sorry, I hope that's funny to people viewing this video later. You got spirit. You two are meant to be. Oh, jeez. Psych. You actually have to spin multiple times to get your real result. First to get 3 times is your true match. That's how you play hardcore spin the bottle on this here island. Are we serious? No, get your spin on. Okay, it is space. Fuck. Okay. Hey! Spirit is your true match. Let's go. Ooh. Just this morning, you were waking up a strange beach surrounded by strangers with murders in time. Now you're looking across your beach towel and spirit lust in her eyes, sweat glistening on her skin. Bro, I don't think she sweats. Your heart races. You can feel your pulse pounding in your ears. Spirit takes you by the hand and you sit face to face, shadow, private section of the bar. She begins to reach for you, putting her hands on your shoulders. You're sweating, but not in a sexy way she is. You're sweating in the gross way you sweat at the interview for a job you're not even remotely qualified for. You don't know what to do. You try and lock lips in a state you might gross her out so completely that she'll never be able to look at you romantically again. Spirit, we have some bad news for you. I have something in my teeth. No, it might be seaweed. I have no idea how long I was in the ocean. No, well, maybe. But that's not what I was going to say. This is not happening. Not now. Maybe not ever. They think I'm going to make out with some stranger just because a bottle told me to. They've got another thing coming. So do you. Namely, a katana into your heart. If you even try to make a move under such absurd circumstances. I wasn't gonna. Yeah, I know. You seem pretty harmless. Not at all bad to kiss if I were interested. Which I'm not at this moment in time. Are we gonna tell them we kissed? We are. I'm not above lying to get what I want. You know, kissing a corpse. I probably shouldn't have said it yay like I did on that first one. But also, yeah, I guess, I don't know how, let's not think too much. So the thing about me not that being in bed to kiss was that a lie to get me to play along. Want the truth? Figure it out for yourself. But don't expect this life to just hand you gifts like me. All I ever wanted was pain and suffering. Oh, sorry. All I was ever handed, not wanted. Damn, Tommy, where'd that come from? Treat me well and I'll return the favor. Otherwise, try a different route and see what happens. Fair enough. I hate to break up such a passionate moment that we only assume much passionate because we never spy on you constantly while you stay on this island. But dinner's being served right away and we must insist that you join us. We wouldn't want anyone dying of starvation. There's so many more interesting things to die from. Yeah, I guess that's true. Seems like the next activity is mealtime. How quaint. You're expecting what? Capture the flag? Do you know how complicated it is to run a game like that? Much more so than sitting and talking. Drive out the cookout area to find an assortment of picnic tables scattered around. We're expecting some kind of grand hall with a huge banquet table. This ain't some prestigious fantasy epic like you'd find on cable. White and Claudette usher you to your seat. There's very limited seating directly around you. And, oh great, terrific, it seems that everyone wants to sit next to you. Even better is that they don't want to sit next to certain other people. No one wants to sit next to Trapper. Yeah, same. Meanwhile, he refuses to sit next to Wraith or Trickster. Oh yeah, Trickster's here. Surprise? Yeah, well, they don't call him expected, sir. Sorry, even I get nervous around crowds of killers, and my whole stick gets a little flustered. Hey there, you're looking good, monster. Real good. And we literally can't let Huntress and Trapper sit together. No, seriously, their arms are too big. They can't fit at a table if they sit side by side. We can't even fit everyone on screen at the same time. Probably think it was an error, but it's not. It was completely intentional. Let that be a lesson to you. Every error you think you see is a choice. Got that? I feel like that was subtle nodding to things in DBD. Okay, Dwight and Claudette are directing traffic. You sit on one side, the rest of them will sit opposite of you. Hunter and Trapper can sit at ends with their enormous sexy arms. Now that everyone is seated, we can begin dinner. Tonight's meal is prepared carefully and slowly and carefully with both love and hate for 12 hours over a spit. Hope you all enjoy. We really, really hope you do. Hey, you didn't actually tell us what you're serving. What are you eating? It's meat, seasoned with a specific number of special herbs and spices that we can't divulge. Hey, is this Popeyes? My favorite. Oh man, I would have never guessed. Meat is good. Meat is murder. But you know, considering what you've been up to, who are you to get judgy? Just sharing facts. Need to murder something to eat its meat, so that's like technically true. Technically true is the best kind of true. Hey, enough yapping, let's eat. Hey Monster, you thinking what I'm thinking? There's gonna be a person on that spit, right? Several parts of overlapping people, perhaps? Okay, well none of them are Leatherface, so I'm not thinking that. Haven't seen many pigs wearing palm tree button down prints, you know. Look closely at the spit. Oh, see what definitely appears to be scraps of fabric sandwiched between some layers of meat. I think I might be sick. Anything else to eat. This took 12 hours. And we do literally everything on this island. Alright, he made me chuckle. It's one thing you're not doing today, you're not currying up this delectable meal. Oh, he's right for a change, because I am with my broadaxe. Perfect tool for easily chopping anything in twain. Oddly specific. First, who says twain? I swear, it's like we're all from completely different historical eras. Second, I'll hand this with my cleaver. Fast, powerful, and clean. At least it's clean when the meat is cooked. No blood. Ugh, you two. Your ridiculous bicep swinging contest and enough grow up. Obviously, my gorgeous katana is the only option. Hell it is. I'll show you both my katana. Send you to actual hell if you'd like. Please, stop, please. I hate when we fight, or talk, or even when we look at each other in the eye. I can do it. I have the skull of Azeroth. Don't you balk people? I don't know if... Right? Instead of slicing it up, you club it to death. To a second death. Hey Monster, I know this isn't what you want to be, but hurry up and volunteer to carve up dinner. Damn, Felix? Otherwise, this will go on for hours. No hyperbole. They won't argue over who had the most effective weapons for 72 hours. It doesn't matter which one does it. When they're done, they will take even longer cleaning their weapon. All while explaining the value in maintaining your tools. Despite being a bunch of cold-blooded killers, for some reason, they're always terrified of tetanus. Okay, one of them can't catch it, Why don't you just let me carve up dinner? Splendid idea. We'd hate for it to get cold. We hate it when it got cold. He hated it when it got cold. Here's a machete. Freshly sharpened. Really? This is minigame too? Alright. Sometimes it's hidden until the pointer arrives. Okay, it is the spacebar. Fucking hell. If I wanted to hit spacebar, I'd play Survivor. Yeah. Yeah. Oh, ready. Fuck. I missed completely. Oh. Wow. Fuck it. That's pretty good. I'd like to see what you can do with a less clumsy weapon. Yeah, I said it. Machetes are dumb. Dinner's finally served. For real. The sounds, especially coming from the mask killers while they eat, which involves lifting their mask and shoving food up behind them, are nasty. Spirit, meanwhile, doesn't even eat. She's the only one who seems to be really embracing being dead. They're all dead, right? This is obviously hell. I mean, come on. We're still trying to be mysterious here. Think mystery comes easy? Well, then Dwight aren't the only ones who've been working their asses off to make this night perfect. Okay, so if there's a narrator, what the fuck is the purpose of needing the ocean talking to? At least they're lifting their mask. This is only 99% as disgusting as it could be if they just tried to mask stuff through there. Spirit, why aren't you hungry? Why the fuck would I ask that? Two best things about being dead is not having to eat. It's only one thing. Think about a monster. Number two is no number two. One less thing to think about in the afterlife. Even if I wanted to eat, I have no idea what would actually follow. You might have noticed, but I'm mostly just a bunch of dismembered body parts floating in a spectral form. You see how deep this cut on my abdomen is? I don't think my digestive tract connects anymore. Between the food and the behavior of the group, this might be the worst meal in history. Even worse is they're staring at you. They're not eating. They don't like it. I think they want an explanation why. What do you want to tell them? Okay, so I'm not going to apologize. It is slightly gross. But seagulls don't impress me. So, really, this is gross, or look at that seagull. Fuck it. This is gross. Everything about this dinner is an abomination. From what is almost certainly human meat, to the lack of manners, to the lack of dismembered parts, to the talk of dismembered parts, and these noises. Everything is so vile I might throw up. When Spirit is talking about numbers too. I thought she was the classy one. Why the fuck did I do that? Oh well then, I didn't realize our eating habits grossed you out. Don't be so judgmental, jeez. I could feel shame or sadness. I might be experiencing both right now. But I can feel rage, and I'm furious you just ruined the meal. I have a whole leg to eat. Even though you're in the hot seat now, you're not nearly as panicked as you probably should be. It's almost certainly the lack of calories catching up to you, and you feel your whole body begin to shut itself down. Oh hey, it's me again. Hey, just the ocean. Crazy fucking little dick. Never do that. Or oceanette. Your friend, mentor, and guide. Narrated to the narrator. The ocean. What? Not sure how I feel about that characterization, but I'll allow it. Brought you here. I may be the only one who can help you now. There's only one thing you must do to survive. To figure out why you're really here. No one can tell you, not unless you follow the right path. Or at least a right path. There's too many of those to count. Hopefully you pick at least one of them. Because there are even more wrong paths. Many of them lead to your demise. Others lead to something even worse. Starting scenes over and having to fast forward back to where you were. Am I right? Yeah, that was fucking dumb. You just start at the last option that I fucked up with, please and thank you. This place holds many secrets, even from itself. But one that truly matters can only be learned if you answer the most important question. Why are you here? Why are you here? It's a great question, because I spent too much money on a fucking dating site. Answer that and you'll learn the truth. The ultimate truth. Big, mysterious. I gotta give it up to this ocean character. There's some quality early game storytelling. Fuck, early game. How long have I been doing this? Hold on, I'm back. Bro, we're already an hour in and you're talking about early? Oh, dude. One more piece of advice. You've made many choices by now. Some of them I liked, some of them I did not. It's in your best interest to make more choices that I like. Bro, isn't the narrator one that can just kill me? Ay, ay, ay. Wake up to find spirit holding your limp body. Gingerly pouring cool water into your mouth. Cool. Don't you just love the ocean at night? I do. Staring out over the vast darkness of the ocean really validates the feelings inside me that we're all truly insignificant. The only thing worth pursuing is revenge. I don't know about revenge, but it's close. I have to wonder, how could anyone believe anything else? Look into the darkness of night and ponder her question. Oh, it's a simple question. How could they? How could anyone not feel small and alone in the face of such massive nothingness? Okay, this is cheesy and not something I would say. This is dramatic and not something I would say. But if I had to be honest, just because this is a dating sim doesn't mean we have to be completely nauseating. So, maybe it's Spirit's words, maybe it's the ocean, or maybe it's always been this way. But you suddenly feel connected to Spirit's words. I may not remember much about my life before, but one thing I know to be true. I've always been alone. Alright, fourth wall break. No, always will be alone. Spirit has turned from looking at the ocean and looking directly at you now. Funny idea, isn't it? Getting alone. Together? Best we can hope for. Maybe. Maybe it's too much to hope for. It's impossible to pretend we know anything. Is that just arrogance? Look, I'm so dumb. So busy trying to please everyone and be the perfect student, the perfect employee, the perfect daughter. Facts across everything except daughter. I didn't take care of myself, and now I'm all I've got. I also learned that we don't have to talk about all this in a dating sim playthrough. First of all, I got distracted from my true purpose, my destiny, the purpose that was sitting inside me my whole life. Okay, so, sounds a bit silly, but Rhea looks around to see if anyone else on the beach, and she's convinced that it's only you two. She continues. There's a dragon that lives inside of me, always known. I've tried to ignore it. I couldn't ignore it. I tried to push it down. I'm so stupid. So when I said Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde, did that help here also? I just need to know if they went with a dragon lives inside of her because she's Asian? Like, why? That's not in her lore, right? Did I miss that? Somebody get somebody that knows DBD lore to hit me up and let me know. Maybe I just missed that part, but that feels needless. You're not stupid, that sounds badass. Oh, please. Right? But I didn't let it out, and then chop chop. And now that dragon is pretty much a one-trick revenge beast. What is going on? Enough about me. What's inside of you, stranger? No dragon, just a lot of fire. Nothing but darkness. Okay, look, hold on. I understand I've been emo for a long time. But I'm not that corny. But also, am I supposed to give I'm an Aries, so got a lot of fire in me? Or do I go with nothing but darkness? As I listen to my favorite bands, My Chemical Romance, Fall Out Boy, and Panic at the Disco, which are true. Alright, what is inside of me? No dragon, just a lot of fire. Well, let's go with this one. No dragon, just fire. Raging furrow, In fact, I'm begging to burn this place down if I let it out. Maybe I am the dragon. You know what? I vibe with burning this place down. Sorry, but you're no dragon, and breathing fire, that's just hobbit type nonsense. I'm proud descendant of samurai. Dragons are on a whole different level. Look, there's only one room for one dragon inside a spirit, after all. Oh, hell no. Looks like there was only room for one dragon inside spirit after all. Bro, nah. Just as things are really heating up, you hear a flurry of footsteps behind you and you quickly spin around. I to fend off whatever new danger has popped up on this strange island. Only to find that it's Dwight and Claudette sprinting across the beach. Clipboards in hand, which they're waving in the air above their heads. It's very important that we stick to the itinerary. Really? And attend each event as scheduled. I had a boss like this. Absolutely hated that. I proceeded to not do that. Playing sick for cute flirt points was not part of this evening's activities. It's strictly slotted in for after campfire story time. At this rate, we'll be late. Playing sick? No time for excuses. I'd be damned if a Dwight and a Claudette tell me what the fuck. Well, there is, but that's scheduled for after what comes after the flirting. Go, go, go. Go. Once everyone has gathered at the fire pit, Dwight and Claudette quickly make an announcement. Not going to blame anyone in particular. Someone, we're not going to say who, so don't worry, you, has been sticking to the schedule. That means that we're behind on time for evening activities. We'll only have time for one person to share their special spooky story, nighttime story. Just one story? But story time is my favorite activity. This is a narrative-heavy experience. Oh, like this entire thing? You're telling us that only one person gets to share? How will we decide who? Oh, great. We have to decide as a group? That never goes well. Whoever did this, step up now. I swear I won't be angry. I'll merely chop your head clean off. No fuss, no muss. Voice trembling, you realize this is probably it for you, but you embrace your fate. Sorry, everyone. Jeez. Yoinks. Hinkies. I think they're talking about me. To be honest, I still don't remember how this whole schedule thing works. I guess I lost track of time. I was passed out. Been there before, even though it's taking some pressure off of me, which is an absolute dream come true. Is it really fair to pick on the newbie? Seriously. Does anything here ever happen on schedule? Even once? Damn it, Donald. Try to flex that authority gimmick one more time, so help me. Snap your head off so quick, and then I'll drown you in his blood, Cynthia. Flush and mushroom back on. You two know I love to hack, slash, and slice. Bro, if only you were half as good at all of those things in fucking your own game, then we could talk. But I'm having a hard time taking this dude seriously. We all know you love to kill. It's almost all you talk about. Nobody named any names. Who even knows any names? Not us. I renounce my name. Who's Donald? Who's Dwight? Who even knows anymore? Call me nobody. But we still gotta get started on story time, so... Monster, who do you think should go? Oh, damn it, that's a name. One hell of a name if I do so myself. Please, pick somebody quickly so that this tropical vacation doesn't turn into a bloodbath. Okay, I'm gonna be honest. Fuck you. Fuck you. You did say something about storytelling earlier. But this is the route. Choose your spirit. Oh, whoa, this entire experience is being carefully crafted to avoid an IP infringement lawsuit. Just be careful with the catch. Really? I choose you? Okay. Really? What do you hear from me? Red huffs and dramatically rolls her eyes as she gets to her feet in front of the campfire. I'll let her talk you out of it. She's great with ghost stories. I don't know where she gets it, but she comes up with the scariest stuff. Seriously disturbing, even to me. I literally pulled a guy's skull and spine out once with my bare hands. Talk about bullshit stories. Alright. Everyone else is going to chit chat. I guess I can just sit down and Patricia's eyes go red behind her mask, and both Spirit and Rafe both Trapper and Rafe take their seat. They know when it's worth fighting and when it's not. Well, I hate to break it to you, but tonight's story isn't scary. It's romance. Too late now, though. I was selected, so I'm going to tell my story. Call it Prisoner's Kiss. You notice that Huntress and Wraith are both sharing a giant tub of popcorn. Nobody offered you popcorn. Good, because I don't like popcorn. It was a dark summer night. Warm rain seeped from the sky like blood from an old wound. Detective Hara, celebrated investigator, renowned hostage negotiator, was called to the scene of a strange occurrence, unlike anything she had ever seen before. When she arrived, the scene was chaotic. Crowds had begun to gather. A dozen other officers were doing everything they could to keep curious onlookers away. How could anyone resist wanting to know more? From there, in the middle of a busy market, had appeared a giant box. Strange. Alien in his appearance, and massive in size. No one knew how it got there. Delivered? Built on site. Such a busy area, and how could something like this just appear? Mystery. It was as if it was conjured by magic. This was no illusion. The huge box was real. Someone was trapped inside. Spirit pauses her story to look from face to face of each audience member. She has no expression, but you feel her vibrating with energy. She's in her element. Help me, she cried. Someone inside the box. It was a man. Help me, cried someone inside the box. It was a man, terrified, trapped, imprisoned. His voice trembling. By now, it was as if every detective in the city was there looking the strange structure up and down, inspecting it on every side. It didn't make much sense. There were no doors, no windows, no fasteners or seams. It was completely solid, much too heavy to move by hand. Solid, that is, except for a single small slit, just enough to see the bloodshot eyes of the prisoner trapped inside. I don't know what happened. I woke up, and here I was. I was so scared. Please help me, cried the man, as if pleading for his life. No stranger to tense situations, Detective Hara comforted the man. She used her training to calm him and buy time for the other investigators. However, time did not bring clarity, but anxiety. As the night dragged on, with no progress helping the box. As the night grew longer, seeping rain puddling on the ground. The man inside grew more desperate, more sad, more lonely, more pathetic, in need of help. But Detective Hara was no help at all. Powerless to save him, guilt began to weigh on her like it never had before. Don't let me die in here. The man begged. Don't let me die alone. Stay calm, instructed Detective Hara. Not alone. Here. Hell. Half the town is here. All in this together. We won't let this be the end of your story. Looking through the narrowest of passageways, Detective Hara watched her own reflective in the tear-filled eyes of this strange, sad prisoner. Together, they both wept in silence at the hopelessness of the moment. Promise? Asked the man. Promise that I'm not alone. Yes, she promised. I do. Simple pledge, she felt an instant connection like she had never felt before. Not to her family, not to her friends, not to any other hostage she had worked so hard to free before. So, when the man's eyes closed and backed away, it didn't scare Detective Hara, for she knew he would return. He did, pressing his lips to the narrow slit, his horrible puzzle box, repeating his question again, steam flowing from his mouth as he asked, Promise that I'm not alone. Yes, I promise. I do. Pressing her palms against the cold outside of the box without truly knowing why. Detective Hara leaned forward and placed her own lips on the opening, letting her breath creep into the strange structure, allowing her warm lips to fall on this man's. It was a gentle kiss, a moment of compaction, passion. She could feel in this brief contact the beating of her heart, pulsing blood through every inch of her body, each beat for beat, this soft touch. "Thank you," said the man. A trace of fear remained in his voice, and he backed away into the darkness, disappearing into a single moment of eerie calmness. "Get back!" yelled an officer, suddenly thrusting himself between Detective Hada and the box, breaking a silence that would soon be filled by a cacophony of whirring gears, clicking latches, a symphony of mechanical activity happening all at once. Something has triggered. As if an unseen lever pulled, and the side of the gentle box began to slide open. Detective Hada grabbed her flashlight tightly, and pushed it forward into the foggy interior of the giant box. Feet splashed in the puddled rainwater, her heart racing as she swept her light side to side. That's where her eyes landed on the man. At least landed on what should have been him. There in the corner of the box, a pile of pieces, parts of a doll, almost pulled apart. Perhaps that's just how Detective Hada had to think of him in that moment to survive. A collection of segments, limbs, pieces disconnected from one another, cleanly severed, placed in a neat little pile. Atop that pile, a head, full, pale, eyes open, lips in icy blue. Spirit stares at the fire, her own expression lifeless, her lips blue. Tears fall from her chin, soak into the sand at her feet. Blown away by the story, and it's safe to say you're not alone. No one else is looking into the fire up at the sky, anywhere, at Spirit. It was you who chose her. You who initiated this harrowing tale. Sad, so creepy, so sensual. Really went into great detail when it came to describing that kiss. Much detail, and now no one is sure how to act. Oh, the white and Claudette staring at you, staring daggers at you. You have to do something. This game was supposed to be a light-hearted romp. Please, I said do something. Okay, that appears to break the mood. It's cheesy. Also cheesy, but like you said, it's supposed to be a romp. Stand without giving anything, without saying anything, approach Spirit, reaching your arms around her for a hug. Her robe, hovering in the air, begins to wrap itself around you and squeeze you into her. Kinda like being hugged back. Also like being tied up. Certainly not what you expected. Instinctively, pull yourself away. There's an awkward movement. You fall over into the fire. Spirit says nothing and floats away, without as much as a goodbye. You, meanwhile, realize everyone had just watched this truly strange interaction from the corners of their eyes. On that note, everyone decides it's time to take a break and split up from a little bit, so they all have a moment alone before bed. Everyone leaves and you're alone by the fire. The only thing you hear is the ocean slowly lapping against the shore. This is nice. A true moment of peace and tranquility that lasts for all of 7 seconds because Trickster shows up and he's blaring his latest song. "Hey baby, look lonely. Mind if I join you?" Doesn't wait for an answer. "I know you've been hearing from these guppies all day. I want you to hear something from a big fish like me. Something special those in charge of this island don't want you to hear. I am the ultimate catch on this island. Only lobster in the ocean of sardines. Can give you what I can. You just have to find me. Find me, baby." Trickster leaves. You're a bit confused about what to make of his cryptic clues, but you aren't going to get any time to yourself to think about them just yet. Spirit approaches you. "No, I was watching you while I told my story. I could tell it was having an effect on you. This fog that follows me around, I could feel you breathing heavily, taking me in. You and I are both absolutely flabbergasted at that piece of information. Yet, you learn something new every day, even when you're a god. I mean a narrator. Doing it again right now. Need to calm down. Come to the hot tub with me. Dipping in hot tubs with the spirit. Come a long way in a single day. I'm not saying you shouldn't follow her. An offer like that. Just don't forget our little talk. You and your storyteller friend slip into the water. It's just the right temperature for an evening dip. Plus, if some jealous shark comes along and manages to jump from the ocean into the pool, you're also pretty sure your killer companion could handle it. This is true. Also, if a shark jumped from the ocean into a pool, I'm pretty sure it wouldn't be able to handle it. I just want to be totally clear. Even though that story bore some similarities to my life, it was not about me in any way, shape, or form. Not symbolically, not metaphorically, not anecdotically. I believe you completely, sure. Cut into pieces in your life, so is the person in the story. Perfectly normal coincidence? Sure. On this island, trapped, one might say. The most puzzling place. Also a completely regular coincidence. Sure. His lips were blue, yours are blue. Really? Called this blue? Searching for answers, hoping to find revenge. Hey, so the similarities stop there, I guess. Coincidences. Sorry. Coincidences. Get this through your head, wherever you are. Samurai blood runs through my veins. Or well, maybe it has coagulated by now. No need to sweat the details. Regardless, I'm a descendant of noble warriors. Thousands of years of training with bladed weapons preceded my entrance into this world. You know how many swords that is? A lot. Gotta figure that with that many sharp edges, a person is bound to get disconnected from a body part here and there. Truth is, I wouldn't typically share this, so don't go blabbing about it. I dreamt that story. Watching a movie in my sleep when I was just a little girl. Just before my father sucked his blade into my skin. I'd never been able to shake it. Very adult story for a child to dream. You believe me? Yeah. I know we just met, but yes, I do believe you. He told that story. It clearly came from someplace deep. Fool! Taught you to trust a stranger. You're going to get hurt if you don't learn to take better care of yourself. It got me wondering, do I believe you? If you believe her or not? If I know something, because trust me, I do know everything, don't I already know the answer to my own question? If I believe your answer to the spirit's question. Whoa. Ocean got me tripping. Sorry, I didn't mean to distract us both. What's important is that a certain corpse cutie floating in a cloud of magical mist might still be waiting for you to say the right thing and free her from her puzzle box. If you believe that she is... Damn it. Got me going again. Fortunately, before you can follow this conundrum, so that will surely be a mind-numbing cycle of new questions. Find a certain someone standing there with a fresh towel ready to dry you off. Sorry, kids, but it's time for bed. I might be the youngest one here, but I'm no kid. I do, however, love being wrapped up in a fresh, clean towel. My mother used to help me wash my hair when I was young. She'd comb out all of the tangles, tie a ribbon around it before sending me on my way. Miss her. You watch as Spirit stares off into the distance, her hand gripping into a tight fist. She doesn't notice you watching her. First. She catches you looking, she turns away, roughly grabs a towel from Dwight, and then pushes him and Claudette aside as she floats off. Get over to the campfire. He is comforting on this chilly night. And into the cackling embers, you think about Spirit's story. The prisoner in the puzzle box. You managed to escape this place. You leave with your life. Has it already been taken from you? It's just a matter of time until you make a gruesome discovery. Before you can dwell too much on your fate, Claudette and Dwight arrive. Now, familiar creepy smile stretching from ear to ear. It's a bit menacing to see a smile like that, lit by firelight. Bro, what do you mean the accommodations? Bro, hold on. You must apologize for the accommodations. We weren't prepared for another guest, but we're going to make you comfortable, or die trying. Hand over a pillow and blanket and welcome you to snuggle about a fire. Are you fucking serious? Bro, let me at least into the lounge, dude. Perhaps some music will put you at ease. Just try to keep the volume to a minimum. Our other guests aren't the type you'll want to rob of their beauty sleep. Ready? Away we go. As you relax and look at the fire, and the radio begins to fuzz and flicker. Examine it and decide that you might adjust the dial and fix it.
Alright, let's talk about our community. For us, it means two major things. First of
See
all,
what's on this
is
season.
you out there. It's you and everybody else either playing the game or talking about the game or creating content relating to the game or being inspired by the game to
Hey, I'm doing that.
music or to make outfits. It's everybody that's part of what makes Dead by Daylight this amazingly rich and passionate environment. It means groups of people who interact on every single possible social platform in person. It means people who play together. It's even the people who play by themselves and never talk to anybody.
Is this from a
So it's important
dev stream I
to
never
be able
watched?
to break it down and
I mean, that's
figure out
highly
exactly
possible.
who is part of the community and how do we
It's from
listen
another
and
interview?
how do we get close enough that we can
Or did
actually
this
hear
made
what
specifically
people
for the game?
what makes them excited, what worries them, all of this. We need to know about that. So the other part of community for us is the community team. It's our team that we built. Obviously, this was a very small thing. 4 years ago, it was pretty much just Dave and Ash and I talking to you live and trying to sift through every single forums, which we couldn't do.
Oh, speaking of a community team,
Have a team of
I think more games need to model what Warframe did and does. Dev streams and things of the like regular tune-ins to see that the community is being heard, more or less. I think that would fix a lot of DVD's issues with people just knowing that they're being heard instead of waiting for like a chapter update where somebody on an interview part says like finally answer some questions. I think that would be helpful. Honestly, a lot of things, a lot of games could probably fix that with that. And not to put too much like stock into that because Warframe is a great game overall. I think that really helps. Having that form of community, the dev streams and the community streams and so on and so forth. Prime time. That's the other thing I was thinking about. Yeah.
It is a daunting and quite
Listen to more.
task, but they've
Oh, I have
done
to.
an amazing job at it. And let's talk about our community.
Oh,
It means
I was wondering if I hit it again, if it would just like
community
continue.
is you out there. It's you and every
No matter how many things you listen to, you still can't sleep. Decide to ask one of the killers to spend a little more time with you until you're sleepier. Would you like to summon to your side as you lay by the fire? Duh? Here? Around? I wonder if I could get a little company. Tells you her secret for falling asleep when she's feeling restless. Okay, bro, look, where were they for me to summon them? I like to listen to flute music. Dab on some essential oils and steam my pores. Bro, do your pores even open? Really? What? The dad like to relax. I don't really have any of those things around. Really? I feel like it reaches out and presents you with a unique item. It's a small comb carved from bamboo. I guess you could hold on to this. It was a gift from my mother. I will want it back though, if you lose it. Oh. Yeah, I feel like nobody would give you something their parent gave them. Get revenge on me? It's the last thing I do. Finally start to feel sleepy. So maybe this isn't a real sleepy feeling. Maybe you're paralyzed. Try to keep your eyes open, but you can't. Darkness overtakes you. Dark voice from earlier speaks to you again. Shouldn't still be as spooky, but now you've had a whole day of strange voices in your head, but this one is still undeniably odd. Human body is made up of 60% water. Did you know that? Of course you did. Everyone knows that. Even amnesiac video game protagonists. Well, guess what? Drink as much as you like. You'll never get to 100%. You hear me? Don't think I don't see what you're up to. I'm literally not drinking. I probably should refill on tea soon. You wake suddenly to see someone looming over you. Trapper's beside you, sketching a portrait. Oh, you're awake. Bro, if you don't back the fuck up. I saw you with the spirit right before bedtime. You should know. Not what they seem. Not like me, who is obviously completely honest and trustworthy. No. I was checking to make sure you weren't sleeping near one of my, actually. Never mind. Just be careful where you sit. Okay, that's slightly funny. Since I'm here, I'd like to share 2 things with you. 1. I do not take rejection well. I do not care. 2. The first thing is very important to remember. Okay. And at least he has funny dialogue. You drawing me? Pepper doesn't answer. Aren't you drawing stink lines radiating from me, are you? Still nothing for Trapper. Not an easy guy to get along with, but I am an easy guy to spend time with. That makes sense if you choose to spend time with me tomorrow. Rest of the scum live like rats. Wouldn't know a good time if I bit them on the ass. I mean that, literally. Point is, if you select me, you're in the day for luxury, extravagance, and fun. Yes, I said fun. If I don't pick you, remember what I said earlier, might be the last thing you ever forget. Hey, you look tired. Get some rest, sleep. Even sleep well if you can. Just try not to roll over to be to the around 15 feet to your left. Alright? Why do they said feet when the game operates in meters? Because they're Canadian. Finally alone, for this time maybe, drift off to sleep again. Hopefully you're not poisoned. Where the fuck would I get poisoned from? Wait a second. Where are we? This isn't... Oh, geez, it is. It's one of those reality show confessional rooms where all the contestants talk directly to camera. Directly to camera? I know I've been fucking up. Maybe it would... directly to a camera? Directly into... I think directly into would probably be the best one. Either way. I think today it went really well. There were some of my first interactions with someone who isn't a parent that didn't end up in bloodshed or untimely perishing in my Russian cottage. I'm counting today as a win, no matter what happens. What do I think of the newcomer? Do I have to say? Oh, I do? Okay. Attractive. Mysterious. I don't know many other words since I was raised by my mom in the woods until she was skewered by an elk and I had to wash off her entrails off of my surfing. That being said, the other 3 should make sure to be on their guard. You were doing so good until trauma dump. I don't know who this newcomer will want to spend time with tomorrow, but I, for one, will not let my guard down easy. Who knows about the others? Aether think knows more than he's letting on about this place. It's a hard nut to crack. Meanwhile, Spirit is just screaming all the time. That's funny. Major buzzkill and Trapper. Oof. Where do I begin with Trapper? He's buff? Sure. But daddy issues much? Sheesh. Look, I don't need anyone. Perfectly fine on my own since my mother died. Eat a fine diet of raw deer, I thought that said beer. Bear and human. I'm as fit as a fiddle. Okay. Does she eat human like that? I thought she just killed people. And just hunted game. Does she eat people? That being said, something about this newcomer makes me think that I might be missing out on some huge part of this thing called life. You know what? I feel like they chose Huntress specifically because of fucking Salmonation? Salmonation? Samnation? It's Salmonation, right? It's like animation, but Sam. Where he had that whole thing where like Huntress like was married to like Tap or whatever. I feel like, okay, maybe not, because Huntress is like one of the core like fucking characters. But I think that definitely helped. Look, I'm always full of rage. Key to knowing how to control your rage so you can use it. I'm a master of self-control. Are you a fucking Bruce Banner? Right now, I'm using all the self-control I can muster because today was a disaster. Let's just say I didn't love it. That was funny. Laugh. I said laugh, damn it. Anyway, I'm planning to kill this idiot. Don't tell them, though. I want to lead them on a little more. Make it that much better for me when they're screaming. Alright? Cool, because I wasn't picking you anyway, Brett. Yeah, today was fun. I don't want to get ahead of myself or really invest in something that might hurt me, so I don't know. Maybe we'll just see how it goes. Or maybe they'll realize I'm not the one for them. They seem pretty smart, so that's probably what'll happen. I gotta learn to go easy on myself. Who could love me if I can't love myself? Remember that. I know that's like what everybody posts every now and again on Twitter and Instagram and shit like that, but that's true. I know that everyone thinks of me as a beautiful, cold-blooded monster. Can't help it. Circulation just isn't my thing. I don't choose to be cold. This cute hat and robe. Okay, those are a choice. Sure. If someone were to come around and capture my heart, at least that beats being stabbed in it. Besides, if I'm going to get bloody revenge on a society that used me and threw me away, maybe it wouldn't hurt to have a little help. Open your eyes. The sun is shining. There's not a cloud in the sky, and you feel great. Totally well rested. Not even suspicious of the fact that you fell asleep by the campfire, but woke up several yards from the beach. Wait, are you on a vacation? Was yesterday nothing more than a strange dream? No, not a dream. You really are here for another day. Why? I have no idea. You're obviously a weirdo. Speaking of weirdos, I see the rest of the gang is hanging out on the beach. This is definitely not a dream. I wouldn't rule out a nightmare just yet, though. At least they make for a sexy bunch now. Bruh. That's... Alright, I guess. Talk about sexy. Here comes Trickster carrying coffee. Nice. Morning, beautiful. I thought you might like a nice cup of joe to start this incredible day off right. Bro, what is this demonic 7-Eleven coffee? Trickster seems suspiciously cheerful. Sure, there's nothing nefarious behind his joyful demeanor, though. Everyone knows musicians are morning people. I will say, most of the musicians I know, oddly morning people. I also want to wish you luck. Today is an important one. My only regret is that I won't be a bigger part of it. Budgeting issues. So does this mean that I've already fucked up from getting the secret ending, Trickster? Because I feel like they wouldn't just throw that in without me, and I could get that. I wonder how you get it. Also, I'm just swamped with engagements, especially on the other island. Trickster winks at you. If you want to ask him how to reach the other island, now is the time. Never mind. He left. Well, at least he brought me a cup of... No, wait, don't drink that. What the hell was that? Don't call him Trickster because he's good on a skateboard. He definitely didn't get that name because he brings people drinks so they can have a good morning. There's almost certainly not coffee. And I don't want anyone casually poisoning, imprisoning, and torturing you. Yet. This is supposed to be a tropical paradise. The type of place you give a 5 out of 5, 10 out of 10, 2 thumbs up review, not 2. 2. Not an eternal prison of pain. Please, make sure to leave a review. Helps with the algorithms. Just trust me. I'm looking out for you. So can we please move on? Hey, wait a second. How did a possibly omniscient, possibly unreliable narrator physically just knock that coffee out of your hand? I mean, he also killed me earlier, so I'm not really surprised. This is not Parliament, and the floor does not recognize the ocean to speak out of turn at this moment. I need no recognition, for I am the ocean. I dominate the land. I submerge those who defy me. Become their watery grave. Actually, speaking of graves, I would like to say something. Something of grave importance. Nice segue. Hi, go ahead. Even if this place is an eternal prison of pain, and I'm not saying it is, some place of extreme horror can receive a 5 out of 5, 10 out of 10 thumbs up review. How do I keep fucking that up? It was crafted with love and or that's the type of the thing you're into. No, the ocean is right. A lot of hard work goes into a place like this. You should really judge it on the artist's intent. Whenever possible, start from the mindset of giving them the benefit of the doubt. Constructing these elaborate simulations I mean, vacations, it's not easy to do. Sometimes there's some small bugs or inconsistencies, but that's just the nature of the process. Perfection is overrated. The universe is filled with mysteries. I know that they're not trying to be subtle, so subtly hint at people bitching at things that happen, like bugs and things in DBD, but it's true. Like, that's why I don't flip out about bugs. I just don't play the shit. Like when Devour was just recently bugged. You know, I did want to make a Devour video, but guess what? It wasn't worth it. Or Oni has been bugged for a while now. I don't know if that's getting fixed already or if it's getting fixed in the Wesker update. But I don't know why I said the Wesker update when I know it's the Resident Evil Chapter 2 and I love Resident Evil. I guess I'm so used to everybody else saying it. Either way, there's been an Oni video I wanted to make, and I've been trying to avoid abusing the fact that Oni is getting more blood right now. I don't understand when people flip out so hard about bugs. Oh, they should know how to do it by now. Bro, I went to a tech high school. Shit just fucking happens. And it's going to keep happening the more code gets put into something. Like, it'd be impossible to just, damn near impossible, to add something new without fucking something else. That's just how legacy code goes. And coding goes in everything. That's how the fucking coding process is. Like, people need to chill the fuck out. Like, people get so stressed over dumb shit. It doesn't need to be stressed about. Was it dumb that when boons were introduced, some of them were unbreakable? Yes. Yes, the fuck that was. But I already hated boons. I didn't need to fucking do 2 more backflips over that. We have to celebrate those who venture to bare their souls as a part of the creative process with the ultimate intent of making things for enjoyment. Right. Not be overly critical of them. Are you two trying to sell me on this place actually being good? You don't have to say it like that, especially after I saved you from that poorly made cup of coffee. Sorry, you should have been here 5 minutes ago. They always do this on the second morning. Sad, really. Even if they do make some great points. Oh sure, they make great points, I promise. Can we please move on? Yes, of course. Apologies, monster. The last few minutes aside, have you been enjoying your time here on the island? You know, this has been funny. A little cringe, a little cheese, but it's been an okay dating sim. I won't say it's been lovely. Nothing bad's popped out at me. You know, besides obviously bad people, which are killers. Yes, I'm not suspicious. There's no option. Maybe I shouldn't say that because of, well, also not a thing to get on in this video. Yes, it's been really entertaining. It's been entertaining. How else could I describe my stay on this island besides really entertaining? Wow, 10 stars, here we come. Someone remind me to skip this section next time? Nope. Just need to ask you one more question though. Do I decide away our rights to say anything negative about the place? Would you please sign this non-disparagement agreement? No. I will not say anything negative about this island. Give my word that I'm all for you fuckers. Monster agree with the terms of this verbal contract. Perfect. Delightful. Excellent. Yes. A monster is still totally cool if you have constructive feedback. Place to leave that is in a positive review because we all know that nobody reads negative reviews of games. Resorts like this. Anyway, I see the Lightning Claudette have gone into a trance. The grumbling I hear from your belly, it can mean only one thing. Breakfast. Perfect timing. Everyone rolls into the dining area to lard up those sexy little bellies with pancakes and bacon, and so much for maintaining these beach bods. We're all half naked in a tropical paradise. Can we get some strawberries here? Yogurt? Magic powers will only get you so far. Even killers watch their sodium intake. take your plate and sit down, thinking about yesterday and the whirlwind of feelings you experienced. Danger, dread, disorientation. It was like going through puberty again, except all in one day on a beautiful and mysterious island. It looks like you're not the only one doing some introspection, though. Trapper stands up to talk about how his day went, in case anyone was wondering. Personally, I wasn't. I also wasn't. I can imagine you could make me any angrier today than you did yesterday. Can't imagine. But I really hope you do. I really, really hope you do. Unrelated. Anyone see where I left my cleaver? Just kidding. I always know where my cleaver is. Bro, I really don't care. Well, that was bizarre. Back to your Nope. Now Hunter steps up to talk about her feelings. At this point, anything could happen. To all possibilities that the strange island has in store. How open-minded. Oh, well, that really must be it. No one else would weirdly stand up during breakfast to... And just like that, here comes Spirit. Did everyone sleep well? I did. Should I say I did not? I haven't slept in 20 years on account of the whole burning quest for familiar revenge thing, and last night was no different. So in that case, it was exactly how it should be. Got a lot of reading done, though. Now, if you don't mind, I'm going back to quietly resenting being trapped here with you all, while looking cute doing so. Okay. I guess Wraith has had enough time to work up the courage to speak to everyone in front of the group. Oh, perfect. There he is. Take us home, Wraith. Oh, hey, that was fun yesterday. Yeah, I mean, like, not too much fun. That'd be weird. But, like, a good amount? I need to see Wraith in, like, a hipster beanie and some hipster clothing with, like, a frappuccino in his hand. I feel like that's the vibe we're supposed to be getting from him. Fun. Now they're all looking at you expectantly. Wait, are you supposed to stand up and explain how yesterday made you feel? I think I need to process everything by myself. See you all soon. Damn, what a power play. Keep him wanting more. Getting good at the same. Sexy, true-to-life experience. Same, you didn't get to eat any breakfast, but so be it. After breakfast, you head to the hot tub by yourself to clear your head. Yesterday was in short, a lot. Before you get there, something catches your attention. You hear that? Who are you addressing? Me? Well, yeah, I guess. That is okay, right? You know, I might be pursuing a relationship with one of these 4 fine killers, but it looks like the person I'm getting to know the most is you, narrator Coon. It's only okay in so much as it serves to illustrate that you've lost your mind, seeing as how I'm not real and all. Sorry. Seeing how I'm not real and all. Just multitasking. Yeah, I heard it this time. I think it's coming from behind the pool shit. Oh no, stick it in there. A little more, a little more. Oh yeah. That's it. Yes. Bro, what? How does that feel? Tense. Nice. Yeah, that feels right. This is uncomfortable. I want you to take that and put it right. Yeah, you know what I'm talking about. Just like that. Exactly like that. I swear I have no idea what those even do. Whatever. I had no idea these two even do. Whatever it is they're doing. I'm afraid to look. Please say something so they know you're close by and can hear everything. Oh wow, look at this super cool bottle of Trickster brand suntan lotion someone left on a chair. Anyone know where I can buy some? Damn it. Ah, come on, a little privacy please. Light is panting and Claudette has a crazy look in her eyes. Sorry, I didn't notice to let you know I was here. And that I could hear you well, you know. What? What do you think we were doing? I don't know exactly what you're doing, but it sounded like fun. I think two people trying to find new ways to kill each other in a desperate search to make their own death permanent is fun. Oops. We get 5 minutes to ourselves every day. We spend it hoping if we stab each other in just the right spot, we won't get resurrected. Why not have the killers kill you? I feel like... Okay, maybe not. I've come to believe that the key is finding the exact place we need to bleed out from. And believe that place is our appendix. How else would it be there? No. Somebody with an anthropology degree? Not wrong. Makes sense to me. Excuse me. Did you actually think we were in him? Dwight? Maniacal laughter. You don't have to laugh that hard, they get it. Damn! My life is a nightmare, and just somehow it's never been worse than right now. Let's go, lover boy. I noted all our entry wounds, and our 5 minutes is up anyway. Good luck, monster. You're going to need it. And hey, if you figure out how to escape this island, please make sure your ghost tells us how. That was both a tragedy and a comedy. A cragment. Shut up, I like it. Anyway, where were we? Oh yeah. Headed to the hot tub by yourself to clear your head. As there was, in short, a lot. So far today has been exhausting too. But you're dedicated to achieving a true centered sense of calm. No drama, no bullshit, just soaking up sun in a heated pool. That sounds bad, dude. I mean, like, I know it's a hot tub and all. Personally, I like hot tubs at night. Or indoors. I'm not the hot tub outside type of person, especially in the sun. I'd be in the pool right now. Today you're on a date with you. Ooh, I like that. I want to be on a date with me. Who would make the first move? What? Aside from that disturbing thought, always going to plan until a shadow blocks your precious sun. Bro. Skinny tipped like a palm tree is bending over to screw with you. But it's no tree at all, it's... Hey babe. Breakfast was weird, huh? Everyone just getting up and announcing how they're feeling. About that, some kind of forced check-in with the group? I don't like it. Fishy. Kinda lazy. Whatever though. Breakfast is dumb. No one should eat before noon. Or after 4 p.m. Yeah, I do intermittent fasting. See my abs, by the way? Maybe you can see them later on my private stage on the other island. You know, IP Island. Where all the holiday celebs hang out. If you play your cards right, I could give you a private show. So there's still a chance. What I'm hearing is there's still a chance. Catch you around. His abs are pretty amazing. You gotta give him that. And the blow bet? That name but adorable. Thanks for an interesting silhouette. Genius design. He's a psychopath just like the rest of them. You don't gotta give him anything. We're not best friends just because we had a little talk about doing a little talking. It's not an open invitation to go smashing the fourth wall every 5 seconds. Okay, now that the guy's gone, now that that guy's gone, and we've got some ground rules established that we're definitely going to abide by, it's time to lay back, take some deep, slow breaths, and... Oh, another shadow. These people will not leave you alone. Let's see who it is this time. Oh, Experience. That checks out. You two have gotten pretty cozy. Let's get out of here. I know a place that brings a bit of welcome darkness to this tropical nightmare. Best of all, I'm the only one that seems to know about it, so we won't be bothered there. I don't know why I'm telling you, really. It's my private spot. But I guess I've got a feeling that you'll appreciate it in the way that I do. Unlike other killers, they don't get me. But I'll get them. Oh, I'll get them. I'll get my father, too. And I'll punish him for what he did to my mother and me. Spirit radiates a menacing aura, waving her sword around in the air as she threatens, well, the entire universe. It's scary. More than a little hot. If you get turned on by menacing. Look, all this time on Murder's Island has got us both a little confused about things. I'm choosing to lean into it. I suggest you do the same. You've seen her get mad, which is probably enough to scare you into compliance, but you've also seen there's a more sensitive side hiding within her. Which one do you think will win out? You'll consider offer, but before you decide to go off with Spirit, the Huntress interjects. Let's just go off with Spirit today. She seems pretty cool, actually. I think if we weren't here on this island vying against each other for your attention, we'd actually be friends. We might have something though, you and I. I couldn't let you go off with her go off to her golf lighthouse without speaking up first. Yeah, I know her speaker spot. I see everything through the holes in this adorable mask. Chill my offer stance. We can still hang out today. Plenty of room in my cabin. Wink wink. It's pretty cute that Huntress thinks that she has to say wink wink out loud. Mask barely even hides her face. Tough choice. You weigh your options quickly because you can only go on one date today, and you also don't want to get hacked to pieces for saying the wrong thing. It's always good to remember these are cold-blooded killers. But you know what they say: when life gives you lemons, make lemonade. Then you die a horrible, retching, writhing death after drinking it because the lemons were poisoned all along. Sorry, this island has really got me tilted. So who will it be? Oh, bam! I gotta go with Spirit. Made the correct decision, but know this: just because you picked me doesn't mean I'm gonna slobber all over you like a dog, understand? Of course, I still got a lot to prove to me. I want to believe that our connection is real. I've been hurt before, literally, with a katana. Got that. Katana that I now wield. Spectral form, you feel me? As you feel me? Because you will feel me if you try any of that macho trapper crap. Oddly specific, but yep. Yeah, I feel you. Oh yes, Claudette and Dwight, to clarify, I just let you know that yes, it is too late to change your answer now. You and Spirit arrive at the coast overlooking the black lighthouse. It's old and decrepit, but still impressive. There's something magnetic about it. You can see why Spirit would be drawn to such a place. You look Spirit up and down and notice that she's wearing all black, just like the lighthouse. I'm noticing a bit of a theme. Is black your favorite color? Black isn't really a killer at all. It's the absence of color. It's void. Like a black hole. A place that swallows light. Dying star. Damn, now that's dark. You're confident that Spirit will vibe with this, but Spirit doesn't really care for science fiction. Not the type with spaceships and lasers anyhow. Same here. She's much more into the type of strange adventures that kick off right here on Earth. Earth, is that where you are? I wonder. The lapping waves on the shore, they use lapping waves twice. Come on, guys. Vary your dialogue. On the shore, set a romantic tone. Fog that surrounds Spirit everywhere she goes, excuse me, blends perfectly with the mist rolling up over the rocky shoreline. She's at one with this place, and so are you. Save before any dumb shit happens. I've been playing this shit for an hour and 43 minutes, and I didn't know it saved for me. Then why can't I save myself? Alright, whatever. You want this place, and so are you. The peace doesn't last long, however. As the lighthouse lets out an eerie howl, like a monster dying, spiraling black light stretches out across the sky. Spirit has to yell at you just to be heard. Oh yeah, it does that. Light and sound recede, and the two of you sit in silence. Spirit lays a towel down and then pats on it gently. Clearly, she wants your company, so you oblige. When you do, she takes out some sunscreen and hands it to you. You're not exactly sure what to do. Is this an invitation to get a little hands-on action? What else could it be? Okay, she's dead, so... Thanks, I forgot to bring my own. When I lost my memory, it fell into the ocean. No problem, I figured as much. Spirit turns away while you slap the lotion all over your body. You need help? Any help reaching those difficult spots? Oh yeah. See a hand floating around your back. Or why not? Spirit's hand on your back is ice cold, but she has a soft touch. When she's done, she takes care of herself. Alright. You watch as Spirit apply sunscreen to herself in the most unique way, while floating her own hand around her back to spread it on. Okay. Okay, check it out, right? Comment on the floating hands. She'll go back to, yeah, my father killed me and I'm a spirit, kind of got that. That's about the sharks. Father killed me. So, I feel like these two kind of just same outcome, maybe. And quite frankly, you could just say nothing. Look on and wonder, not exactly sure what's appropriate to say in this moment. Are you staring at Spirit's back? Her head turns around and notices you looking at her. I'm sorry, is something wrong? I was just thinking about what you must have gone through to end up like that. Had to have been horrible. It was worse than death. At least death ends eventually. I wouldn't want to forget it. It literally made me who I am right now. Truth is, I could pull all these bits of glass that are stuck in my flesh out right now if I wanted to. But I don't want to. Each shard is a reminder of what my father did to me. And what the world did to him. So, okay, all of them led to that. That's why I refuse to play the universe's game. I hate the idea that I'd be forced to succumb to pressure the way he did in the end. The way that fear and anger filled him up and then came bursting out. That, okay. The way his misery flooded our home and drowned us all. It's hard not to think about revenge. The dragon inside me is doing to me what the world did to him. I have to fight it, even though it gives me strength. Must maintain control. You're stronger than he ever was. I'm sure of it. I appreciate that, monster. I suppose a little help isn't a bad thing. Life and love. This world is a lot to endure alone. Maybe I could use a little assistance, reaching my delicate toes for a bit of lotion, you know? Maybe your hand, maybe having your body contorted into these vengeful poses. It really does a number on my joints. It rubs the lotion on its skin. Really? Really? It rubs the lotion on its skin? Really? Okay, minigame time. Our fucking... Why is it foot? Perfect. 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 We serious right now? How many times I gotta hit this? Really? That was not bad? I feel like that was fucking on the circle still. Whatever. I suppose that the lotion made it to where we're supposed to be going eventually. Yo, they for real do have a foot thing at behavior, bro. Bro, y'all gotta chill. And give the female killers fucking shoes, dude. The next one better have fucking shoes. Like, dude. And you weren't too incredibly wasteful. I'm not a woman who believes in rushing through things just to get them done. If there is a next time, I'm sure you'll do even better. Look up at the lighthouse. Its ominous dark form hovering from above. Ominous dark form hovering above this moment between spirit and yourself. Evil as it clearly is, in this case, it does you a solid by blurting out another ominous moan and burst of black light that rescues you from this awkward silence. It was awkward? Davy Jones? From seemingly out of nowhere, an ancient-looking ship appears in the water. It glows, itself a thing of death, the spirit of a ship that once sailed these seas centuries ago. A tattered black flag whips in the ocean, air above the ship as it careens towards the shore. Before crashing onto the rocks, it must have been drawn in by the lighthouse. You hear the distant shouting of sailors as the old wooden ghost ship breaks up and sinks into the water. Alright, it does that sometimes too. Should we, do something? The sharks will take care of it. Within a minute, the ocean is quiet again except for the waves. Note to self, hungry sharks. Bro, this game is some shits. But these time-traveling pirates, or whatever, whoever they were, perhaps sure they saw one of those skull and crossbone flags. Aren't the ones drawn here today. Only ones drawn here today. It's Wraith. He has emerged from the palm trees behind you. I didn't come here to break up your data or something. I came here for that. Really, dude? Wraith points to the lighthouse. It is indifferent to his attention. I've been seeing it in my dreams, shining a strange light on me. I can't avoid it. Through woods and walls, nothing seems to stop it from reaching out to me. It's a haunted lighthouse. It does that to everyone at some point. You're no more special than me. Those dead pirates and that mermaid I saw washed up on shore that one time. You. Mermaids, by the way, aren't even as close to as beautiful in person as they are in movies. More sea witch than underwater princess, if you get my drift. So we got a bunch of Ursulas around there, bitch. It's all part of a vast conspiracy. epic river of lies that lies beneath the island or something. Pretty sure I figured it out. The basics anyhow. If you come with me, you can get cut. Oh. Okay, I understand. Here waits your katana, nearly trimming a couple buttons off of Wraith's tropical top. He takes the hand and backs away a few steps slowly. But the quiet guy, he never really shuts up. And I'm seeing that. Okay, be that way. You'll see. Alone at last, tension broken, definitely moments quiet, and Wraith banished back to wherever he hangs out. He scoots closer to Spirit, breathing in the damp, foggy air that seems to emanate from her. Is it damp? Why gotta be damp, dude? Why can't it be like, you know, like a chilly fog? Yo, if she was like air conditioning, that would be sick. It's not quite clear how the whole fog thing works, but you don't even care. You're feeling this moment. Spirit seems to be feeling it too. She starts to adjust her robe, and you get a peek at the bathing suit beneath. For someone who seems intent on proving how little she cares about what everyone else thinks, she puts a lot of work into getting onto that suit. She's got straps for days. However, you're so focused on what's happening with Spirit, you don't see the next interruption coming. And Claudette and Dwight burst in on you and interrupt whatever you were doing. Doesn't seem like they were worried they'd bump into much. We're here to make a very dramatic announcement. Well, technically, we're here to invite you back to the beach, where we'll be making a very dramatic announcement. It's hard being the producers and the host. Aren't survivors supposed to work in groups before? When you arrive at the beach, you realize you were set up. Despite promising an announcement, Dwight and Claudette simply stand quietly. This isn't at all what was promised. Wait a minute, there was no announcement here. But there is a me! Are we serious right now? Did he just pull a Mario? You have mud in your ears, friend? I told you to get lost. Don't you see? Lost is where I am. Is what I am. And so are you. But I know the way out. I've got a map and back in my secret lair. Literally and figuratively. Yeah, I know the difference. That's why you should ditch Spirit and come spend the rest of the night with me instead. You got a secret lair. Damn it. Said anything about a secret lair. I've got a sap in my secret hair. Is it flapping my secret chair? Don't change the subject. Bruh. Don't ask me what he's talking about. Bruh. I'm trying to make a mess of the first nice day I've had in I don't know how long, because I'm not even clear what year it is. But in a while. I'm not about to be ditched for the likes of you. Not me messing things up. Like I keep trying to tell you. It's this dang island. I've come to accept a difficult truth. What's happening here? Well, I'm convinced that it's our fate. It's not anyone's decision. It's simply the way it'll be. There's no use fighting it. What would you know about fighting? All you know is hiding in your spooky little chest. I keep wanting to make a chest hair. Secret hair and crying like a baby while ringing your little bell. Damn. Aim for his throat. So don't tell me what I can and can't fight back against. I was born a fighter. A dragon lives inside of me. I can't fight. I can't not fight, even when all I want to do is hide. Do you see this giant hat? It's a metaphor. Are we fucking serious? If I do have a fate, my fate is to win every fight that comes my way. Got it? Folks. Oh, you hide. I've seen you hide. You do your phase walking routine. What do you call that? It's basically cloaking. We all know that cloaking is a type of hiding. Folks. You cloak, I don't cloak. I'm not a cloaker. I phase walk out in the open. You just can't see me. Bruh. You have no idea what they're talking about, but this sure sounds like some video game community forum thread minutia, if there's ever been such a thing. Not that you know anything about that either. You're right, I am not dumb enough to get into fucking DBD forums, because bro, y'all are something else in them bitches. It sure doesn't seem like Dwight and Claudette are going to stop this, so it's on you. I think I was brought here to make this choice. I'm going to do that now. And I choose. Comes down to neither of it. When it comes down to it, neither of these two seem easy to love. I mean, damn, Spirit literally has broken glass shards sticking out of her, but she has a certain charm to her gloom. Spirit and I were actually having a nice time. Besides, it's my fate to end up on this island. Well, to hell with fate, really. Don't take this wrong way, Wraith, but The amount of awkwardness you pack into a single day, no wonder you're so skinny. All that second guessing must burn a lot of calories. Damn! That was kind of sassy out of me. I probably would have told him to just fuck off, but, you know, hey, no offense taken. Yeah, okay, it's true. I can be a little awkward, I guess, sometimes. Right, so I'm going to stick with Spirit. Spirit breathes a sigh of relief. Got enough revenge to do without having to kill you and Reef, too. Oh yeah, that's right, we locked in. We couldn't leave her if we tried. Spirit walks you around the corner to show you something that she discovered in this place and knew was meant to be connected with her journey. A cherry tree. Really? Like just all the... Really? Also, what was that forced interaction with that last scene? Like, there really was no announcement. Really? It's just that a small sapling, but it has begun to sprout flowers. Doesn't make sense to see a cherry tree here in this place. It really doesn't. Also doesn't make sense to see a ghost in a black bathing suit. So you just accept it. Okay, you're right. The Spirit steps up to the tree. A cold breeze pulls some petals off, and they're cascading through the air around the both of you. Sorry, I would go slower, but my throat is starting to kill me, and I am out of tea. Do you know the meaning of the cherry blossom? They're beautiful. Also quite symbolic. Of course, like all good symbols, their meaning is pretty complicated. What do they mean to you? For many people, being among cherry blossoms is like being at a celebration of life. People travel great distances just to be near their vibrant beauty. That and because they got marketed greatly. From what I understand, Sakura doesn't even smell like shit. However, as beautiful as they might be, they aren't magical, they're simply flowers. They quickly die and fade away, and for this reason, they're also a symbol of the fleeting nature of life, our fragile mortality. In a way, it's the specter of looming death that calls attention to this special moment to see and appreciate life. Oh, because she's a specter that is dead. And we're supposed to take attention to this special... Okay, I got it. Also, what's up with these petals floating here? Like, they're so different from the art style to the rest of the game. I mean, not terribly so, but they also seem out of place. How does that duality make you feel, Monster? You look at the tree and consider Spitter's question, you reflect on your own current predicament. Surrender here, no understanding of why, no control. Beauty of this island, the attention of such an interesting companion, should bring you joy, but it comes at the price of being completely confused and hopeless. You look down and see a crumbled cherry blossom on the ground at your feet. As you stare at it, it begins something to rage inside of you, like a dragon. Are we fucking serious? Didn't we just get through the whole only one dragon situation? How can anyone find comfort, even for a moment, with death and decay looming on the horizon? It makes me so frustrated. It makes me so mad. I want to do something about it. I want to strike back against this city reality. Alright, it makes me so frustrated. It makes me so mad. I want to do something about it. I want to strike back against this shitty reality. Spirit lets you go off, staying calm despite your bubbling rage. You must know thoughts like this. Is that why she asked you? So that you see things from her point of view? I want to be alive. Connected to her at this moment. More than you have at any point before. You wonder, does she feel the same? Once, the fallen cherry blossoms represented the souls of samurai warriors. Those with noble characters, those who did not fear death, those who were killed in the greatest sacrifice to honor their emperor. Things that are done strictly for a nation, I don't know about that. But hey, their lives were short, but their purpose gave them beauty. Those warriors saw death coming, but they never despaired. They stood and faced it. They held their swords and struck down their fear. But despite the samurai spirit that lives on in me, and my noble bloodline, my life has ended, but my death continues to stretch on. The cycle is frozen. This cherry tree is not real. Though its petals fall, they soon replenish. It's as if they were installed here by someone. Yeah, they did look out of place. You watch as someone chooses as spirit chooses her words very carefully. By something, with no respect for the balance of life and death. We're sorry to interrupt. You know we don't believe you, right? Yep. But this time, we've got a really good reason. Bro, you didn't have anything last time. And there's nothing to do with us being manipulated by an unseen force, because that's definitely not happening. Nobody accused you of that, but go off, I guess. We're just here to tell you that it's time for dinner, silly. Get it while it's hot. I guess it's time to go or whatever. Thanks for spending some time with me today. I enjoyed it. Me too. What a fun day you've been having. I can see it written all over your face. You're shining, and that's not just the remaining anxious sweat from spending an afternoon courting a psycho killer. Is she psycho, though? I think she's just a killer. No. You're really feeling this whole romantic experience. Don't worry. Keep your dirty little secrets. With enough gentle ribbing, it's time to get back to business. All the appetizing singles have arrived for dinner, including Trickster. Wraith is here, too. We're not going to do a gag where we cram them all on screen at the same time again. Just believe me, they're all here. They're just as sexy and demented as you remember them. With your love on the line, everyone is being very careful not to offend you by saying the wrong thing. Congrats, by the way. Now getting this far, I'm as surprised as you are by that these four are falling for you. No, not because of your personality, but because you just met them yesterday. However, since Trapper seems to be like the biggest long shot to end up holding onto your heart, he throws caution to the wind and speaks up. It's a pretty small consolation prize for being the least loved killer on Murderer's Island, but hey, let them have this one moment in the spotlight. Really? This thing's been out for like a week. We didn't fix that? Is the least we can do. It is. And heaven knows they won't do any better than that. If I'm down in solo, I'm eating what I want. You're all eating it too. Lamb shank. Raw. Rare, salt, pepper, no sauces allowed, and serve it on one single piece of broccoli so Wraith won't complain. I like broccoli. Gives me horrible gas. Oh, I don't like that. Buddy, wait till you smell that rare lamb does to my bowels. It's awesome. Yeah, that was really gross. Dinner will be served shortly, but certain power brokers would like to know about your day. Would you like to share your day with the rest of the group? Had an interesting day, that's for sure. But how you describe it to others? Say too much or too little, it could affect your standing with the group. Okay, but don't just sit there and say nothing. Nothing is not an option. Be coy. Just you. It was really a day, more like two people avoiding everyone else and choosing to be alone, but doing it in relatively close proximity to each other. That's exactly right. Could not have said anything of value better myself. He is clearly happy the way you portrayed your date. No surprise, he doesn't like people getting their business. Same here. Dwight and Claudette bring out dinner. Everyone eats in silence. No one trusts anyone now, and they are very tired. Oh, wait, no, sorry. That's a dreary supernatural horror thriller set in Antarctica, not a charming parody dating sim set in an undisclosed tropical paradise. Bony appetit, really? What you mean, Bond? No, almost everything we serve here has a lot of bones in it, even the vegetables. Impossible to avoid on this island. Everyone eats without speaking. Tensions arise in both of the sexual and deadly variety. Oh, gosh. When everyone finishes, Dwight and Claudette come back to clean up the table. They linger around you as they pick up your plate, take your napkin, and dust crumbs off of the table. What would you like to say to the servants? I mean, I don't like them, but I'm still not that much of a dick. Top-notch service is much appreciated. In fact, here. For us, just for doing our jobs, thank you kindly. Everyone, if you please be so kind as to follow us to the fire pit, we greatly appreciate it. We've been told something big is going to happen, something that will change everything. Go willingly or you go unwillingly. You have no choice. Enough cookies. Did you have a choice on how you said that, dweeb? Yes, and I immediately read how I did. Good. Something needs to change around here. Fire is rebirth. Fire illuminates the soul. I hope the fire is too smoky. Smoke hurts my eyes. I have pretty sensitive eyes. Bro, I got it. Light burn. And finally, everyone starts moving towards the fire pit. If only to get away from Wraith complaining. You take a seat on a comfortable log, feeling the fire's heat against your skin, and wait for other killers to take their places. Wondering who will want you to tell a story this time. Narrator to tell a story? I bet they've got a stunningly creative mind. Hey, you think? Are they allowed to simply place thoughts in my mind like this? Doesn't seem fair. Everyone makes their way in, but something unexpected happens. Nothing happens. Something almost always seems to be happening here, so nothing is probably not a good sign. Oh cool, now everyone is looking at you. So, do something. I pick someone to tell a story, or should we play charades? Boggle? What the fuck is Boggle? Well, you're actually thinking, why don't you tell us a story? He points his spine and skull staff thingamajig at you. Duck out of his way, who knows what that thing can do? Probably shoot lasers. Try not to bore us. Just very interested about you. And you. Or speak for me, hunters. Now you can't tell if they're warm from the fire if your nerves heating up. Not the fire is right here, but if we stop talking about it all with the time, we can start to pretend it's not here and just doesn't, threaten to burn us all alive. It's not supposed to hear me. Get out of here, Wraith. Monster was about to make an important decision about telling a story or not. Alright, I'll tell the story. Sure, I'm game to tell a story. Hey, I hope it's a mystery. Oh, okay. So what type of story do you want to tell? Really? Mystery wasn't an option? Okay, personally, action story seems blah. Adventure isn't much different than action. When done right, it is, but most people don't. And romance. This is a rom-com. Fuck it. We'll feed into it. I'll tell a romantic story. About two lovers who take poison together and die foaming at their mouth. About two strong hunters who meet when they both try to bludgeon the same wily Wolverine. Not quite. It's about my parents. They met at a party in college. He was hosting. She'd been dragged there by some friends. Couldn't have been more different, and yet, as the night went on, they were drawn to each other. She made fun of his taste in music and took an interest in her major, in studies. They were married in 2 months. Bit too soon if you can know you can trust someone, don't you think? Very. It's so sweet. Bro, shut your ass up. Exactly. I learned a lot about love from them. If you know, you know. Some people don't need years to get acquainted with their partner. Love could speak from a mere look across the campfire. Maybe it's because I have the opposite situation with that I feel opposite about what we just said here. Maybe that's it. Now you've got their attention. Each killer is fiercely attempting to catch your eye from across the fire pit. Except for Trickster, who has wandered over to the bar and is loudly playing his own music on headphones to drown you out. Okay, that was not a very good story. I don't mean showed you, but it's actually quite bad. Sorry, but this narrator keeps it real. You can't just end there. So who else would you like to hear a story from tonight? You look from killer to killer, trying to decide who might be the most entertaining. Suppose I could tell a story. I don't really want to, but anything I say is sure to be better than whatever you get out of anyone else in this group. Yeah, I kinda can imagine that. I don't care. I don't like this guy. I don't like this guy. And I don't think he might tell a good story. Like all good stories, I stole this one from someone in the past who is dead now and can't do anything about it. It's called The Bride. Or, I suppose it's the fiancé. One winter, a young couple decided that the next spring they would be married. The two were madly in love, and they could not wait for the snow to melt, so they could join in matrimony and unite their souls for eternity. Per the latest bridal trends, they decided to have their wedding ceremony at the edge of the woods by a beautiful, shabby chic farmhouse. Together, they spent months planning the details of the wedding. Two created invitations, figured out seating arrangements, and tasted 100 cakes before settling on the perfect one. They chose Lilikoi, by the way. Lilikoi? So fancy. Is that? What is Lilikoi? I'm gonna look that up, see what it looks like. Lilikoi. Oh, it looks like a. Oh, it's passion fruit. Oh, cool. Came time to figure out the decorations, however. Bride, or the fiance, I guess, since she wasn't actually married yet, wanted to take the lead and set the style. After all, the boyfriend had been wearing cargo shorts and open-toe sandals for pretty much their entire relationship. He was definitely not to be trusted. Yeah, don't let those type of people make fashion decisions. Having decided on such a lovely natural setting for their ceremony, the fiancée decided that she would create a unique floral arrangements from the local wildflowers that surrounded the farmhouse. As soon as the sun rose on the first day of spring, she set off into the woods. Each day she spent hours mapping out where the blessed blooms could be found, and prepared to pick them herself the morning of the wedding, so that they'd be at the height of their freshness and beauty. Enamored with the incredible variety of flowers in the woods, she surveyed the bride, your fiancé, since they had not yet been married, became obsessed with knowing just how many there were so that she could choose the absolute best. The faithful morning of the big day finally came. The fiancé told her husband-to-be that she had one final errand before the wedding. Excited for the ceremony to come, she dressed in her beautiful white gown and set off into the woods to gather flowers. Treading carefully, she followed her route, selecting only the best stems and collected them into a basket. However, when she came upon a once familiar clearing, something was not as she expected. Somehow, it was more beautiful now than it had ever been before. Just on the edge of her view was a new bush filled with blossoms so vibrant and colorful, she became dizzy just looking at them. But the fiancé ignored her sudden spell and pressed ahead, scooping up flower after flower. Every time she did, she noticed just further ahead and possibly even more beautiful flowers. Carried by the sweet fragrances of spring air, the bride, the fiancé, I want to know what's up with that constant departure from storytelling, crept further and farther into the woods until she turned a corner. Stepped over a mossy fallen tree trunk and realized she had been here before. But this wasn't the clearing she remembered, or at least not how she remembered it. Flowers were so suddenly overripe, decaying, falling from their stems into festering moldy piles on the floor. Where bees had been, now only flies buzzed. But a scene of flowers had once intoxicated her. The odor of mildew now made her sick. She turned and looked back, but the path was dark. Into a shadowy glen she walked and walked and walked. That day, as guests gathered at the farmhouse, the fiancée was nowhere to be seen. Her friends, family, and love began to look for her, but to no avail. They searched the pasture, the tree line, and into the forest. There was no beautiful wildflowers or young lovers to be seen. Just old dead trees, trampled vines, and moss-covered rocks. The fiancé stayed a fiancé for eternity, always wondering, looking for fresher blooms to clip, but never finding them. Distracted by a never-ending search for perfection, able to see that you are loved for who you are, out there all alone. Thought it was a beautiful and sad, just like someone we know. So, how was story time? A lot of people like to take pot shots at sequels, but I think every good story deserves a follow-up. You think it's the end? The sequel is almost never as rewarding as the original. That's why I'm more of a fan to the episodic style of storytelling. Kind of same, kind of not. Like realistic, like I enjoy both. I really do. But I think, from a content creation standpoint, it is harder to get people to come back episode to episode. For example, You do that with like seasonal anime. Spy Family, Spy X Family. I've heard great things about it the entire time. And then like I guess it's over by now. But nobody talked about the ending of the season. Like I heard like the first 7 episodes of the movie's like, oh my god, Spy Family. It's the Spy Family. And I'm like, yeah, I'll check it out eventually. And then like after those weeks, nobody said anything, and that's just how seasonal anime goes. So that's why I think I like batches of things. Like when you release batches, maybe even batches of episodes. Like Arcane, great example. And a burst of 3 made you want to come back, but it was also long enough that it was a section of a greater story. So I think that's my thing on it. I think if you could nail that, where it's just like good divisive chunks, instead of just like, episode 1, 2, and 3, 4, 5, 6, shit like that, where it's just like, on episode 2, we'll continue what we did on 1. On episode 3, we'll continue where we were on 2. If you can find a way to be like, on the next section, we'll progress the story past the events that occurred in the previous one, without just being a continuation over and over. And then long form storytelling, I also enjoy because it lets you decide when that break is, when you're trying your own consumption of the media, really. Like for a movie, you block out your time, right? Like if you go to the movies with some people, you're like, hey guys, what we all doing Friday at 7? And you guys, form this plan to engage in media and this one chunk together. Or when you do it like on your own, you can also pause the movie, get up, go get something to drink, without feeling like you've completely broken where that is. You know what I mean? Either way, that's a little side tangent about storytelling. Knowing this series takes a lot of pressure off any individual installment and builds a greater sense of community between audience and creator. See, that's where I disagree. That's where I disagree. Because, if anything, I feel that there's more pressure in individual installments. Because at any point, you can make something really dumb after something's been really good and lose all the traction you had. Or the attention you've gathered, right? Like, for example, you're sitting there watching, or I'll give an anime that, like, I like what fell on its face at the end, right? Darling in the Franxx, right? It was really good for most of it. And then randomly we were at space. Sorry, spoilers for, like, anybody that hasn't seen that. I won't say much, but just know space is involved at one point, right? So, why? Just got fucking, what is it, Studio Triggered? Studio Triggered did that, right? Hold on, time out. Yeah, it was Studio Trigger, right? Yeah, so we definitely just got Studio Triggered with that. Or you just end up in space. And that just, I don't blame people for wanting to drop things there, right? Or Seven Deadly Sins. I liked Seven Deadly Sins. I liked it. And then things just got dumb in the anime, like the animation was off. Things were dragged out that aren't as dragged out in the manga and vice versa, shit like that. Even I dropped part, like, stopped. Or My Hero Academia. Yeah, I disagree with that take. Tell me, Monster, if you could delete any sequel from existence, what would it be? Don't actually answer that. We don't actually care. We're just here to make sure that we seamlessly move on to the next segment of the evening. God forbid my small talk get in the way of a romantic Twilight moment. What, I'm going to need you to shut your yap trap. We need to get back to the thing we do whenever we're not on screen. Okay, you have fun tonight and try not to end up dead. Why did you say the words wink wink out loud? What kind of double entendre are you getting at with the end up dead thing? Dwight is physically incapable of winking, not since the accident. Do you know that all of these people are despicable criminals with double-digit kill counts, right? Double-digit is it? Oh, except for Spirit. She really doesn't belong here. She's strictly a victim, not a perpetrator. No wonder she's pissed. Fair enough. I didn't even realize that the only killer here that we, minus Trickster, would go for is not actually a killer. Did I hear somebody trash talking Spirit? Deal me in. You say we take this talk to the hot tub so I can soak this bod while I roast that ghost with some killer hot take. Please, enough talks of burns, things that are lit are getting blazed. It's enough that these activities have to be set next to a literal fire. Must I be surrounded by figurative flames as well? Bro, shut your ass up. What if we turned and ran away as far from this place as we could? Just you and me. On those spindly legs? Probably tire out before you got too far. You're running away to someplace more secluded monsters after. They should obviously join me. Have you seen these legs? Pure power. Not that my walk speed really reflects my giant stature, but that's because I choose to move slowly for stealth reasons. It's my own choice and completely logical. Right. 110 killer? With a lullaby. All valid. All valid stuff. Why is everyone so obsessed with comparing themselves to each other and creating drama? I'm so over all of that. Don't you get it? Society wants to trick you into fighting with each other so that corporations can swoop in and sell you fake solutions to all your fabricated problems. I'll be sitting in the shade and drinking something locally sourced while thumbing through a public domain novella printed on recycled paper because I refuse to play their game anymore. It's like she's actively trying to be as unappealing as possible. Does it really turn anyone else? What? Does it really turn anyone else on? Or just me? Sorry? Despite Trapper's insatiable appetite, it seems his attention, along with the attention of everyone else, is still on you, for the moment. If you could, I don't know, just pick one of us, maybe we could all move on with our lives, or, some special projects we may have going. You heard him, who would it be? Who you head off with for an evening activity? Just saying. You might not get a ton of chances to date around like this before your time on Murderer Island comes to a close. And no, I'm not satisfied with that name either. But with this streaming reality TV dating show boom happening, is pretty much all that was taken. True. Just kill it what you pick. And yes, we're back to excluding Trickster because, that guy. Really? Here? Oh, you picked me? Hey. Sorry, that was rude of me. That's about his phoniness, so I should be honest with you. Make for interesting company, and I love the idea of winning over these killers at all costs, even when I hate the game and prize, but I had a long day. Floating, subverting expectations, grinding my teeth as I imagine sweet revenge. It takes a lot out of me. So don't stop bringing your A game, alright? Might seem like I hate everything, and getting to really know who I am is an impossible task not worth trying, but not too bad. But too bad. You won't know unless you search deep inside yourself and bring everything else you've got. Or just say the exact right thing at the right moment and melt my cold heart in an instant. I don't know the rules here any better than you do. See you at the bar, I guess. Okay, but if you can't eat, why would you go to the bar? Because I don't drink. Arrive at the bar to find Dwight and Claudia both holding cocktail shakers surrounded by a bevy of bottles of assorted boozes. That's a sentence. He's ready to get wasted. Really? Claudette? Oh, I don't drink, so not me. Okay, I answered my question. You really don't drink ever? Is that like because it would just fall out a hole in your stomach thing? Or I don't drink alcohol because alcohol is poison of the body and mind. I don't need to act like a fool to have a good time. To have a good time thing. Why did you choose a mixology course as your romantic nighttime activity? Everyone knows that kind of date is just an excuse to get loaded up on booze and make terrible decisions. Yeah, really? It's true, not a single person has ever learned anything at one of these things. Okay, that part? Yeah. Right, now that's not true. Learn how to tie a cherry knot into a stem using only your tongue. Whoa. Hold it to shoulder with a splash of my private business, because that's off menu. Oh, I know I'm drinking to forget what I'm drinking to forget tonight. Mixology is a real thing and doesn't require alcohol to be interesting. I'll have you all know that I worked at a restaurant before I was violently executed by your father. Of whom you will have your bloody vengeance. Right, right. Well, so be it. But you, Monster, do you drink? I mean, I don't really want to booze it up. See, this is a lesson of class for anybody. If you're the person you're with isn't drinking, it's best for you to not drink too. And by that, I don't mean like strictly if it's, you know, a date. I mean, like if it's like a business activity or things like that, you match the pace of the other person, especially if they invite you there. And if they're not drinking, you don't need to drink. But if you invite them there and they're like, hey, I don't think I'm going to drink, you probably shouldn't drink either. But if it's just like a up in the air thing and you order something, I suggest you still order like a regular drink with it, just in case, to see what they do. But also, I'm that type where I will, you know, like if I have a vodka Sprite, I'd probably still want water or like a regular Sprite, just because alcohol is dehydrating. Either way, stay sober. I got the impression that tonight will be a night I want to remember perfectly, so I'm going to pass on the alcoholic drinks. Here. Alcohol is a false escape. Besides, it's not like sober people can't have fun. He watches. Fear picks up a plump cherry and roughly stabs a light little plastic sword through it. Cherry juice splatters everywhere and his little fruity guts flop out onto the spirit's lap. Oopsie. The upsides are wearing black and hardly so stains. No take backsies. So lovebirds, what drinks shall we make? Okay, I just said I'm not drinking. The fuck is a zombie? I'm assuming that could be Virgin Bloody Mary, but also still I just said I'm not drinking. What the fuck is Dark and Stormy? The fuck is a zombie drink? I want to know. I've never had this. The zombie is a tiki cocktail made of fruit juices, liqueurs, and various rums. Of course. Don Beach originally concocted the zombie to help a hungover customer get through a business meeting. Okay, what about Dark and Stormy? What the fuck is a Dark and Stormy? It's a highball cocktail made with dark rum and ginger beer, served over ice and garnished with a slice of lime. Okay. I don't want that either. I feel like the zombie is hitting too close to home with Spirit. Honestly, wait, I think all of these are. Except for the fancy beer. Okay, so we're not doing the zombie, not doing the bloody. No mirrors around, right? Not doing that one. Dark and Stormy. Okay, I feel like that's a little bit more subtle, so we'll go with that. Oh, why'd I say that? Oh, fucking hell. How about a Dark and Stormy drink for my Dark and Stormy date? Okay, that one is cute. Fuck it. It worked. Please allow us to demonstrate how a Dark and Stormy is made. First, rum, or in this case, rum extract, and a bit of apple juice is poured over ice. And then fresh ginger beer is added in. Garnish with a little lime wheel, and drink. Again, you think you're up to the challenge? You're replicating this recipe, Monster? Replicating rum substitute and ginger beer over ice? Don't forget the lime wheel. Okay, rum substitute and ginger beer over ice with the lime wheel. Not sure I appreciated your tone, but yes, you got it. You're a natural. Sassy natural. You and Dwight might have more in common than... Please don't say that. Let's go. Don't you dare. Beer seems to be in a lovely mood as she sips her Dark and Stormy. She's not even rolling her eyes at your petty behavior. On cue, a literal dark storm begins to make its way on the ocean. Taste your own Dark and Stormy as you watch the clouds approach. It's quite refreshing. Isn't this fun? Honestly, it's the most drama-free fun I've had since I got here. Since you picked a simple but delicious drink, we've got plenty of time to relax. Want to make out a little? What? Breathe in a sip of your drink and immediately begin coughing before you can get a yes. Okay, hold on. I'm a little bit more smooth than that. I know I just said what, but I don't know. I feel like I'm a little bit better on the dating scene. Damn. Lightning strikes a palm tree on the beach and immediately catches a fire. The activity abruptly ends as Claudette and begin usher the two of you away from the bar. The gang's all together on the volleyball court. Seems like only yesterday you were sitting on the sidelines watching everyone get sweaty. That's because it was. Boy, feels like I've been here a lot longer than that, actually. So late that the sun is already beginning to rise. Better get this over with quickly so that, you can get some beauty rest. I do not recommend the eternal damnation of perpetual narrator, bro. Good thing you've really used your time well since then. They're getting to know the gang, the brain, the mogul, the best case, the psychotic bunny girl. You know, the 4 types of people. Yeah, that sounds about right. Anyway, everyone is gathered on the volleyball court for a new type of game. Pick your dream date and see who Monster chooses. Really? Who's ready for a round robin? Really? How round are we talking? Oh, not to eat, Huntress. Each killer gets 2 minutes to tell you about the dream date that they have planned for you tomorrow. In no particular order, which is a weird thing to mention, right? Almost like that order does matter. Trapper, why don't you go first? You think you deserve it, even in this case if it's a subtle dig? Stop talking. Trapper, without further ado, would you like to make us all uncomfortable by pushing the boundaries of what's acceptable, not only in polite society, but within the narrative of this in-world event, and also the larger meta-narrative of a Dead by Daylight dating experience? That's funny. Sometimes you gotta say it. Why, yes, thank you. I'd love you to. I'd love to. So, Monster, thinking of picking me? Well, this is your final war with me. Pick me and be punished? And rewarded? Tomorrow will suck, probably. I'm not an easy guy to get along with. I know that. But I can tell you this much. I'm hiding a secret on this island that will make fans shit themselves with excitement. If you like Trapper, you're going to love it. And if you're not a maggot, also, everyone, even... Well, I feel like that could have just been one sentence. If you like Trapper, you're going to love it. And if you're not a maggot. Okay, maybe a semicolon? Also, everyone, even confident, sexy ladies in rabbit masks better stay the hell away from my yacht. Hold on. You just call Huntress sexy? Bro, y'all go figure that out. Great, Huntress, why don't you take it from there? Tomorrow morning, I'm planning on a nice atmospheric breakfast on the yacht. Don't worry, Trevor won't even know it's gone. Bro, what? What's that? Nothing, go away. Then, boy oh boy, I've got such an adventure plan that involves hunting for treasure. What kind of treasure are we looking for? Guess you'll have to pick me to find out. Let me tell you, it's primo stuff. Now, if you don't mind, I've got to start preparing, because it's clear already that you're going to pick me. Confident? Mysterious. I like it. Sorry. Anyway, Wraith? Well, I don't know. I prefer to just tell Monster privately. I don't know how that's going to work with these game mechanics. What if you just whispered it to Monster? Wraith considers this for a long moment. Too long. That's fine. Without moving, Wraith lowers his voice to a barely audible whisper. Tomorrow, you have to find my bell. Then I can finally tell you about what I've been working on. It's gonna be really special, the kind of thing where I really bond, yada yada yada. I don't like this guy. Sorry. Maybe finally we can get off this island. And then maybe we can go on a real date. No thank you. You done? Is that it? Wraith nods, proud. Hit us, Spirit. Figuratively. Damn it, Dwight, you gotta watch your words with these people. Well, you're spit in the face of God. Die and be reborn anew. Well, hold the fuck up. Wait, I'm not even... What? That it? You're not intrigued by that. I don't want you. Go draw crayon art with Trapper and dig up whatever mysteries with Wraith. Oh, my voice broke there. Wraith. With Wraith. I don't know what those guys do all day. Do you want to at least specify what god you'll be spitting in the face of? All of them. Alright, fine. Fuck it. What the hell? Okay then, so hydrate tonight if you intend to hang with Spirit. And time's up, everyone. Gosh, you need to dream about these options so you're ready to choose in the morning. Now go dream all these swoon-worthy options so that you're ready to make a choice come dawn. Have a swell night. Did you two forget to mention something? Oh gosh, how could we forget? Before you run off to slumber peacefully, there's one more thing to do. No reality survival dating competition parody would be complete without slinging out one of our contestants who is already teetering on the edge of psychological break and giving them a little push. Hold up, this has been a survival dating competition parody this entire time and I'm just now finding out about that? Come on, the signs were there, you just didn't read them. Welcome to Murder's Island. It's now time to eliminate one of the killers. Oof. It's like a butchering, but it hurts even worse. Can't kill a killer, but can you break their heart? You dare even try? I mean, that's right. Tomorrow, one of these sexy slicers will not be eligible to take you on a date. Who's you going to be? But why? Because it's dramatic? Because it's surprising? Because it's classic reversal of fate. And it will hurt someone's feeling. Someone dangerous. Who you going to be, champ? What's your thought process here? Trapper seems like he's might throttle you in your sleep if you eliminate him. That being said, at least you'll see him coming. Spirit could be anywhere. She floats, and I hear she can disappear. Hard to track. If you get rid of Wraith, he might cry, and although I totally support normalizing men crying and being vulnerable, it seems like he might be an ugly crier. Huntress? She might pretend to be okay with it, but then you'll start seeing her behind every train. What I'm trying to say is, I don't envy you, boss. So which sociopath are you eliminated? Okay. Of course, we're not going to eliminate Spirit, right? Now, Trapper has pissed me off, right? But I feel if we eliminate him, right, that gives me less of a chance to prove that I don't give a fuck about this guy. Huntress, I don't feel the need to eliminate her. I'm just not going to pick her. But Wraith, on the other hand, is annoying as fucking keeps popping up. So it's going to be him. Look here. I'm what? I'm who? What did I just say? Alright. Look, I'm here and I'm already, but I'm not really getting positive reinforcement from you, Wraithy Poo. What the fuck did I just say? Please don't take this personally. It's just my opinion of you and who you are and what you're about deep down as a person and how I don't like it. Like, give me something, you know? A kiss, a wink, hold my hand, finish telling me about all this mysterious stuff you're obsessed with. Better yet, don't. Wraith Rage is taller than you've ever seen him. Calmly walks to the exit. Where he leaves, he turns to you. When you came here, I thought perhaps you would be different. I don't know how my last bit of hope in humanity hadn't been snuffed out, but it wasn't. It is now. You were just like the rest of them. There's no hope of goodness here. The only thing I can do is try to escape. Or burn everything and everyone to the ground. Really? That's the attitude, bud. We like that out of you. He leaves. Pretty badass exit. Was not expecting that. Right? Now that you've broken the heart of someone heartless, you should go get some shut-eye. And don't worry too much about the broken heart you've left behind. Because of course, they'll be receiving a consolation prize. They might not get to go home with Monster, but when this is all over, but they'll never sleep alone again. That's right, we're sending our eliminated player home with... Oh wait, hold on, I want that. Their own mostly new Trickster body pillow. Next best thing is the real Trickster. It might not hug you back, but it definitely won't try and stab you. So, and how do we know? Because I've tried it. That's right. It's Dwight tested. Claudette approved. Alright. You sleep well tonight, Monster. You're my hero for what you've accomplished. How can you sleep tonight? No, sleep tonight knowing that what you've done. No, not because of guilt. I mean, knowing that there's a legit homicidal maniac who hates you so close by. How can you sleep tonight? Knowing what you'll do tomorrow? I don't know how you do it. But you better go before Dwight and Claudette come back and put you to sleep themselves. You know those two. Schedule. Wow, what a crazy way to end the day. An elimination? I didn't even know that was it was that kind of a thing. Let's check in with everyone, especially with our loser. Everyone deserves a send-off. We'll see how things go tomorrow, I suppose. I'm not expecting anything. I tend to shut my mind off during hard times. I know I seem all excited and devil may care. Really? But the truth is, I'm really a pessimist at heart. That tends to happen when your mother skewered by an elk when you were young? Yeah, how'd you know? Wild guess. It's the only thing you talk about. You excuse me, I think I saw a raccoon over in that tree and I'm feeling peckish. Okay? I know I said some things when Monster kicked me to the curb, and I just want to say I'm embarrassed for how I acted. That's a little bit of a better face than you've had this entire time, Toad. Not what I said, though. I stand by it. I want everyone here to burn. How would I say things are going? It's a matter of perspective. If Monster's goal is to impress me, things are going poorly. But if Monster's goal is to get themselves killed, they're doing an amazing job. Did I think there was a chance I might get eliminated? Yeah, I did. Did I care if I got eliminated? Not even a little. Does the volume of words I spend talking about how much I don't care about things signify a deep yearning within me to be seen, heard, and validated by those around me? Nah. What? You're not a part of this? You don't get a confessional. It's cool, man. I'm not part of anything, you feel me? I'm not a cog in anyone's machine. I'm my own machine. This whole thing is pretty cute, though. Charmingly low budget, old school marketing vibes. Not gonna lie, I kind of wish I wasn't so busy right now. I'd definitely be down with a reality show style dating competition with survival elements. But I got my new album, upcoming tour, finalizing a new sneaker line, producing a limited series of my life, starting a new social media NFT crypto app. Oh, come on, man. And doing these private gigs over on IP Island. My dudes, gotta check it out. IP Island is dope. It's where the real killers are hanging out. Fully licensed, no legal drama. Lawyers, take a hike. I'm going to tell everyone that Trickster said that about them, don't worry. I'm talking to your favorite established characters from all over pop culture. That can't be seen on this island. Hell, probably can't even mention them, like Ghostface. Don't you say it? Look, we get it. You're very popular and in demand. We had a game to get back to, and I don't want to get sued. Ghostface. Come on! Whatever, I don't care. I'm the Trickster. That is funny. You around, Monster? Why'd I say my own name like that while fucking adjusting? See you around, Monster. You too, narrator. I have a name, you know. You do? Yeah, seriously, they don't pay me enough to deal with you people. Is it my turn? What? No, it's not your turn. You're sentient water. How are you even sitting in this chair? What's a chair? It's the thing you're getting all wet. That's when it smells like mildew. Okay, rude. Fine, let's get this over with. It's your turn, Ocean. Do your check-in. Check-in? I was just looking for the bathroom. Bathroom? Are you serious? It's down the hall to the left. It's okay. Never mind. Never mind? What does that mean? No, not you too. This one's about to be a confession time for literally every character in this game. Okay, we don't want to confess anything. We've just been working our asses off for 2 days straight and want to sit down somewhere. This chair is wet. Yeah, I think the Ocean just peed on it. How is that You know what? I don't care. You two are looking pretty pleased with yourselves. I've got something to confess. Oh great, what's it going to be? Your igloo in 2nd grade? You cheated on algebra test once? Watching Rick get eliminated was the first time in this unending spiral staircase of pain that is my life that I've felt some modicum of joy. Every minute that I'm alive is a nightmare. This place, the sun, these sweaty, sweet, sugary drinks. Sounds fun for a long weekend, but for an eternity? This unrelenting rhythm of crashing waves and wailing seagull, it's like a crescendoing song of evil that makes me question the very foundation of the universe. Why am I here? Why are any of us here? What kind of sentient being would do this to us? Please erase me from this existence. Just make it so I was never born. Pull the plug on this experiment and let my soul be free. And please, please, get me out of this polo shirt. Is it really a polo? I don't know if that counts as a polo. Okay, let's get you to bed, buddy. I want to go to bed. Going to be means eventually I'll have to wake up. Alright, so it's a weird way to end. Oh well, what are you going to do? You let the camera roll long enough, someone is bound to say something crazy. Anyways, seems like everyone's had their shot to annoy me tonight, so hit the hay and get some rest. Tomorrow's going to be a doozy. Soft sunlight warms your skin, nudging you awake. Also, you're using a killer crab as a pillow, which is sort of okay. Which it is sort of okay with. What's that? You don't know about killer crab? You're right. You didn't go on that hunter's date. You really missed out. It was thrilling. I guess it would have been. Have to play the game again to get that reference, I suppose. Pull on your beach attire and splash water on your face. Do it and claw that approach. Is that looks on the faces? Oh, is that look on their faces? Excitement or terror? Notice your stomach flutters with butterflies. Someone's in love. Or you've been infected with zombie butterflies in your sleep. It's happened here before, but it's probably the love thing. It's time. Fly that justice over to the beach where the killers all stand, flanked by tiki torches. It's a scene very reminiscent of a TV show you used to hate watch with your ex. Suddenly, the message is clear. You're going to declare your affections for a killer in front of several other killers. Hey, isn't Trickster supposed to be here? I paid him good money to make these half-ass cameos in this show. I'm going to chew his agent out. Before they walk you over to your big moment, I don't think we haven't noticed how kind you've been to us, monster. Can't be easy being thrown into a mysterious island for seemingly no reason, surrounded by these terrifying killers, trying to manage your most primal impulses. Murder and then make out. Okay. You've kept a cool head and treated us, your friendly island host, with dignity and respect. So didn't tell anyone we told you this, but... I can't talk anymore. I can't fucking talk anymore. It's been 2 hours and 45 minutes. 46. Claudette and Dwight look around conspiratorially. They love that word. Just a little hint for you going forward. Don't try to go all the way with the killer who isn't into you. Relationships are two-way streets, and if you haven't gotten a green light in the other direction, you might end up in the friend zone. I guess, yeah. I don't know if Spirit has. Friend zone? That doesn't sound so bad. Where do you think you are exactly? Dead by Daylight doesn't do friends. They're killers and they're survivors, and I'm afraid we can't say more. Okay, so who's enemy? Claudette and Dwight look around conspiratorially again. Well, I've never seen Spirit open up to anyone like she has opened up to you. I've seen her open up the insides of plenty of people, but thankfully for you and for us, that's in a different type of game. So are you ready? Of course you're not. Too bad. On a schedule. Alright, I think that's a good hint that I've been going well so far with Spirit. Make your way back over the row of hotties. Claudette and Dwight stand off to the side, hands behind their backs. It's been quite the 48 hours. It's been quite the fucking 2.5. Over 2.5, dude. Bro, this game was much longer than I expected. But there are clearly sparks in the air, and I'm not just talking about this rusty chainsaw, though I do recommend staying away from those sparks. It's time for a newcomer to confess their love. Wait, I have to do a drum roll for this. No, you don't, but who cares, monster? Who do you choose for your solo date? Can we at least do the flower thing? Right, I thought we agreed on to keep that between us. No, not that flower thing. The thing that the suitor gets a flower as a symbol of the contestant's love and affection. Oh, right. I suppose, but no roses. That's so cliche to that at this point. That's good, because I tried to pick a rose, but I got an ouchie, so I settled for these. Oh, that's cool. Done good, Dwight. This is a lovely bouquet. I hope Dwight saved some of these for Claudette. Their thing, right? You getting that vibe too? Just me? Sorry, you got other things to think about right now. Monster, what do you select to receive these flowers and spend the day with you today? You approach Spirit, peering below the brim of her impressively large hat into her haunting eyes. Spirit, since I met you, I've been enchanted by your presence. You challenged me to be a better person and resisted the urge to show me the sharp edge of your katana. For that, I thank you. I'm ready to take our relationship to the next level. And we shall. Up to the eye of the dark storm that is reality. To the lantern room of the Black Lighthouse. It is time to see what you're made of, monster. I thought it might be nice to start the day out on Trapper's Yacht before we head to the Black Lighthouse. Even if I kinda hate this basic tropical vacation stuff like yachts and snorkeling or whatever, it's good for you to see me in the sun a little bit at least. There's more to me than you've already gotten to experience. I know that my whole vibe can be a little dark. The hat, the swimsuit, the plume of floating hair. This wasn't always who I was. I was a normal young woman once, went to school, hung out with friends. Even had a part-time job working at a restaurant in town. And then, well, I know what happened. Your father, he murdered me and I woke up as an undead Avenger. That's not what I was getting at. Something else happened to me. I realized I need to be seen. I don't even know by whom. A lot of time, when you think about ghosts, they're these kind of see-through flickering specters. You imagine reaching out and having your hand go through them. Ooh, something like that sort of thing. Maybe there's some warpy effect on the world around you. I don't know. Depends on which movie you're watching. But when I die, well, I dare you to try to reach your hand through me. Not really. That's not an invitation. It's rhetorical. Why did I end up like this? Who brought me to this island? Who knows? I sure don't. Got my ideas. But I'm not exactly out there digging around in caves and dusting off antiques and trying to find clues and analyze our meetings. That is a reference to something, and I can't think about it right now. I mean, is that an Indiana Jones reference or something else? Can't think right now. I do want to take this experience seriously, though. I want to give this process a chance. maybe a dumb process, and that I might have extremely little respect for, and one that I have extremely little respect for as a person. But just as you woke upon this beach with no memory of who you are or where you came from, and rather than freak out and simply try to swim away, you're giving this a chance. I actually didn't know that swimming away was an option. It's not. However, the fact that you never even tried means that you've got courage. Or an open mind. I don't know, maybe you stuck around. Because you like someone you met here? Maybe. While the two of you were getting all deep and philosophically flirty, the yacht pulled up to the shore next to the Black Lighthouse. Last stop. Everybody off. There were other stops? Oh no, not on this trip. Of your life. Farewell tries and leaves for the shore. Just messing with you. This was the only stop. Nobody here is really looking for our fun, so we try to make it ourselves. But no, there are no other stops. Seriously. Go. Next to the poop deck, Dwight. Ship doesn't even have a poop deck. Oh, it will. So what? Sounds like a certain popular trial being displayed on case. As you disembark, you see Dwight and Claudette giggling across the ship. Too bad you can't date those two. They seem like they know how to have a good time. Do they though? You arrive at the beach near the majestic Black Lighthouse. Its imposing form towers above you. A flock of birds circles lazily, a sense of fear or urgency, as if it's circling a corpse that hasn't moved in ages. I'm excited about today, see? Spirit places her wrist delicately on your hand and presses her fingers down against her skin. Excuse me. It's cool to the touch, but you feel that faint as a pulses? Yo, what? My blood is absolutely pumping. So what happens now? Now I show you something that no one has ever seen up close before. Well, no one who has lived to tell about it. We're going there. Spirit points to the top of the lighthouse, amongst the circling birds. What's actually up there? Have you seen it? There you go. How's everyone doing? Didn't I vote you off? Apparently seems to be taking the whole elimination thing well. Or maybe that's the opposite of that. Better not to bring it up at all and just hope he doesn't completely melt down. Hi Wraith, you seem chipper today. Something strange is definitely going on with this guy. Well, something else strange. Something different than what's usually going on. You've taken a deep breath, sucking in the ocean air like it's the greatest air that's ever been sucked. Monster, thank you. Thank you for choosing anyone else to go on a date with today. Alone again forever. This is how I was meant to be. Feel alive. Are you done? Or kind of on, a date like you just mentioned? Glad you're feeling better, Wraith, but like she said, we're in the middle of something. You mind? Oh, right. So what you doing? Heading up to the eye of the lighthouse? I love it up there. You can see the whole island from up there. In fact, Spirit, I thought you said no one else had been up there. I love to tell about it. But this sounds exactly like telling about it. Technically, I don't think Wraith counts as being alive. I mean, I don't maintain the canon, but Spirit waves her arms at Wraith from head to toe. And if he's not dead, he's going to be when I punish him for interrupting our date. Hey now, we can solve our problems without our hair floating up into menacing shapes. I'll just be over here, running away. Enjoy the view! I think Wraith was kidding about the whole being up there. Honestly, the view isn't even of the island. What you can see is mostly ocean on account of being, a lighthouse. However, that does bring up an interesting point. Regarding your, how do I say it? Spirit's hand floats as she scratches her head contemplatively. You don't usually see her at a loss for words like this. What's your mortal status? Because despite what our lanky friend seems to think, the lighthouse is not to be trifled with. It's a beacon of death and suffering that brings doom to it from all corners of the world, if not further. Well duh, you saw a freaking pirate ship seemingly travel through space and time only to crumble at the rocks beneath this spooky tower. But you decide not to point it out because that wouldn't be too romantic, now would it? I think I'm alive. Yo, facts? I'm here, with you, walking this beach. Feeling the water on my feet, feeling the sun on my skin. Here, with me. Spirit. Does that really make you alive? I guess I don't know. If you come with me up into the eye of the Black Lighthouse, you may never return. Is that a risk you're willing to take? Because we have something. I won't deny it. Feel it. I'd hate for you to simply turn to ass. We were to commit right here and now to figure this out as friends, we can put that risk off to another time. Just be friends? Now, is that our way of letting you down easy? I don't know if I want that friendship. I want you. That's why I chose you. I can't decide this for you. I can only warn you that it may not be safe. What is this background music? You might die up there, and there's nothing I can do about it. Fuck it. Take a deep breath and think about every particle of sea air as it travels into your body and fills your lungs. It may be the last time you have such a thought, but you feel strangely at peace with that information. I don't need another friend. I want something more. I risk my life for it. Spirit smiles a quirky, devilish smile. Right this way. Inside the lighthouse, it's almost pitch black. It was seemingly day when you stepped through the door, but inside this place is like a void. Last thing you see as the final rays of sun leave you is a horrible sight. A petrified body laying on the stairs, reaching not up but down, as if it had been crawling. Watch your step. Things we do for love. Is this the observer's room? Observer's lighthouse? Speaking of that, is he coming back? When you arrive in the lantern room at the top of the black lighthouse, you breathe a sigh of relief. The light is out, seemingly defunct. Just cakes the room as though it hadn't been operated in a century. However, somehow. It was just morning a moment ago. How is it night? Now it's night. What do you mean a moment ago? We were standing up here looking over the ocean all day. I really enjoyed the peaceful day together with you, taking in a view, standing in complete silence for hours. It was kind of my perfect date. Really? I don't remember that. I just call it the perfect date and you can't be bothered to remember it? What kind of game are you playing with me? I want to remember it. It's just for some reason my mind is completely blank, but hey, I'm not dead. Or you're already dead and have been this whole time. That's true. Maybe we'll never know. Doesn't look like the light is working. Okay, the narrator did kill me. Even turned off, the light has a power to it. A massive lens refracts moonlight through itself, a subtle spark that has a hypnotic effect. Maybe that's where the day went. Staring into the light as the sun fell and the moon rose. Thanks for spending the day with me. I really had a good time. That's it. Don't get me wrong, it's really cool and all, I don't know what I expected. Suppose if you thought you were walking to your death and nothing happened, it might feel a bit anticlimactic. Sorry. Yeah, it's time to go. Yeah, let me just flip on the light for the staircase so it's easy to get down. Stairs still look pretty dark. Maybe it is interrupted by a strange hum. It becomes faintly clear to you that switch wasn't for the stairs. It's for the main lantern. Lantern that is now beginning to power up. The faintest smell of burning begins to reach up to your nose. See? It's like maybe that switch wasn't for the stairs at all. Now we see who is really alive and who is really dead, I suppose. It's bound to happen sooner or later. Slam your eyes closed, hoping that somehow not looking at the light itself will protect you. Not sure I see logic in that, but fuck it. It is magic. It kinda defies logic. I want to see it, but well, I'm scared. Don't look directly into the light. Open your eyes and look at me. I'll keep you safe. Oh, for fuck's sakes. Are you okay? You seem okay. I hope I haven't ruined this by pushing you to do something you weren't meant to do. You're so brave. Maybe not so coordinated. You're certainly brave. I'm so lucky you put yourself through this for me. It shows that you're real. Despite your attempt to resist it, incredible force and energy from the black lighthouse's lantern eye refuses to subside. It cannot be ignored, and it doesn't matter if you look directly at it or not. In the end, that was just a trivial game. This is real life and real magic. Stare at it now, and its power penetrates your mind. Hey, been a while. How are things? You fucking tell me. Doing good? Feeling more dead or more alive? Yeah, love will do that to a person. Oh, alright. You got a marriage you want to talk about? Ocean? Don't worry. It'll make sense soon. You wake to hear Spirit's muffled voice. You've got a terrible taste in your mouth, like burnt hair. The air feels damp and smells like ash. It's time for that sound to clear up, but eventually Spirit's words start to make sense to you. However, it's clear she's talking to someone else, not to you. You know how sometimes people say it's not you, it's me? Well, this time it's you. And it's also me. Can't believe I thought you would change for me. Can't believe I thought you were doing what was a sacrifice. What you were doing was a sacrifice. You never gave up anything for me. But today I saw what love looks like. And it looks a whole lot different than this. Huh? I don't think you're hearing me, which is weird because I'm practically shouting. Nobody breaks up with Trapper. Nobody. Are we serious right now? Really? Oh yeah? Fine. Nobody breaks up with Trapper, but I'm not doing that. I'm dumping, don't you say it. I'm dumping Evan Macmillan. And there's nothing you or he can do about it. It's over between us, Evan. Ren, Trapper turns from Spirit and looks directly at you. You realize that you're laying on ground of some weird tunnel. Think your shouting woke up Monster. Sorry, I think I'm interrupting something. Very personal and also quite scary. I swear I wasn't trying to listen in, but I heard a lot. Probably not everything. I think I woke up in the middle. What did you hear? Just you dumping Trapper? We were never together. I mean, we were together. Wink, wink, wink. What the fuck does that mean? I know you're wearing a mask, but we can see your eyes. You don't need to say wink, wink, wink out loud. Another reason I'm right to have dumped you. You did not. It was mutual. The jig is, as they say, up. You know you're awake. You wouldn't have to deal with this awkward situation head on. Yeah, that's kind of what I intended to do. Clearly, I shouldn't be here. You two are having a very personal conversation that I don't need to be involved in. I don't even know how I got here. Not here on this island or in this creepy-ass tunnel. As far as this island goes, your guess is as good as mine. As far as this tunnel goes, we brought you here. We? You and Trapper? But after the lighthouse light came on, you blacked out. On your way down, I thought you hit your head or something. It's hard to tell what blood is or new or old around here. Either way, I wanted to get you someplace safe, so I asked Trapper for help. It's not that I can't carry you. I just didn't feel like it, you know? Bro, really? I hate anything messing with my shards. Trapper, on the other hand, he loves nothing more than having an unconscious body draped over his shoulder. I could have asked Claudette and Dwight for help, but I don't trust them. But you trust Trapper? Like and trust are two different things. You might think Trapper can be a real jerk, and you'd be right. But you get what you see with him. We brought you down here because we're the only ones who know about this place. It's part of an old tunnel network that connects different places on the island. Really? I voted you off, dude. What's up, guys? Talking Island Mysteries, my favorite topic. I was just in the neighborhood, so I thought I'd pop in. Trapper, you said this place was private. Don't look at me. I didn't tell him about it. Half the appeal of this spot is getting away from people like him. Well, geez, I can see why I'm not wanted. So you three a throuple now, or... Because I gotta say, I really don't get the whole Trapper Spirit thing. Me either. But hey, if it's not my business, I don't stick my nose in it. We were not a thing. Nobody traps the Trapper. Not with traps or with relationships. You do realize you're sticking your nose in their business right now, right? Ow, so hostile. If you don't want to talk about it, just say so. Anyhow, this tunnel says some interesting features. If you head about 50 meters down that way, you'll find... Get out! If looks around, just to be doubly sure that Trapper is addressing him. I was just leaving. Really? This island is a lonely place, which is great for me. I love to be alone. Trapper, on the other hand, he's quite needy. And after a lot of pursuit, I finally let him catch up to me. And it became, well, I don't want to call it a relationship because nobody really didn't want to have that talk. Oh, because somebody really didn't want to have that talk. We were more than friends. I dispute the bench as told, for the record. I don't pursue, I stalk, and I lie in wait. Yeah. And eye to eye was not one of the things we were good at. So I hate to ask, but did you just look into a refrigerator-sized death lamp? So I guess I'm more of a gluten for punishment more than the thought. What were you good at? Oh, sorry, wait. So I hate to ask, but I did just look into a refrigerator-sized death lamp. So I guess I'm more of a glutton for punishment more than I thought. So I'm more of a glutton for punishment than I thought. Got it. What were you good at? Well, for starters, excuse me, I'll take that question. Thank you very much. Know anything about me by now? Said I'm on a quest for revenge. Everyone. Exactly. But you might not know, Trapper is like a great classical maestro of revenge. Trapper blushes behind the mask. That's one way to compliment a killer. Revenge against friends who turned their back and betrayed them. Revenge against the father for making him into a monster. Revenge against the barista who wrote Ewan on his cappuccino, knowing his name was actually Evan. Someone who thinks about revenge as much as I do. Trapper is an inspiration. But they say to never date your heroes. Good advice, but I don't think that's the saying. Then you came along, Monster. You showed me that it's okay to be lost, to feel pathetic. Push on what you have nothing real to offer anyone. Not sure where you got off that from, but okay. You had to mirror up to my own doubts and fears and show me that they aren't everything about me. That I can embrace those things but not be defined by them. You showed me that life after death can be more than just an obsession with revenge and mind-blowing sex on the ground in a dark cave or a dusty old tunnel. Really? Really? What? Ew. Trapper nudges you in the ribs with his elbow. Gross. Clearly appealing to Trapper's better features has been a winning strategy for dumping his ass because he seems to be taking it quite well. This whole half-ass dating show parody at first I thought was obviously a lame idea. Kind of moron thought this was an audience for it. There was an audience for it. But then we spent some time together and I realized there's something actually real here. I don't want to give up on it. I don't want to give up on us. Listen, Monster, while you knocked unconscious by some minor head trauma like a total weakling, Spirit confided in me that she has real feelings for you. I took it extremely well, naturally, because I trust her and value her opinions. That doesn't mean I trust you. If you want to love her, you have to get through me at first. By passing Trapper's test TM, coming to Behavior TV Sundays at 8 p.m. Really? Welcome to Trapper's Test. Answer my questions correctly or die by my blade. Question 1. What is Spirit's real name? One given to her by her murderous father, which she only lets her real friends call her. It's Ren. Hey, you got that one. Don't celebrate yet. Question 2. What lives inside Spirit? Okay, dragon. So everyone knows that. This won't be all that easy. Question 3. Where did Spirit work before when she was a normal college student, before she was hell-bent on revenge? Restaurant? I know to think I would date a waitress. Don't tell my father I ever mingled with the help like that. He'd be so disappointed in me. Question 4. Damn it. That's 4? Okay. I think we agreed that it wasn't black, right? Then there's purple. And then there's red. I want to say red. But I also really like purple. And I feel like there's a slight chance it might be purple. It also could be red because he's wearing red. Or maybe it's a trick question. And it is black. She did explain it. She also said it's not a color. We haven't talked about any other color. Alright! Are these questions largely superficial? Sure. Maybe I didn't get to know Spirit that well. Maybe that's why maybe that's why it didn't work out for us. Who knows? Question 5, the final question. You got this, Monster. We're in a Spirit. What's worse than being dead? Ooh. She hasn't said that she doesn't regret parts of her life. She has unfinished business, but she also, well, she did technically, I don't know if she said that was worse than death. I feel that's cliche. I'm being seen for who you are. Can you talk about that? Okay, maybe this is the opposite of the color question, Because we talked about the other two, right? Definitely talked about having unfinished business and regretting parts of life, right? Did we talk about not being seen for who you are? She said that she doesn't regret. She didn't say that's worse than being dead, right? That was after the sentence, right? Or sorry, she said. What did she say? Parts of your life, not being seen for who you are. I don't think she had regrets. She missed somebody, but okay. Sorry, I was just sitting here thinking, like, being seen for who you are. When did we say that? Was it during the romance story? Because if I just forgot and by process of elimination figured that out, sick. When I pitched Trapper's Test to the Suits at Behavior TV, they told me there was no room in the budget for a new car to be given as the final prize for winning. So I killed them all right there on the spot. While killing them didn't solve any of the budget problems, it sure did feel good. I'm telling you this too. A, to brag, and B, explain why the only thing you want to win is me saying congratulations for passing Trapper's Test. Not that it was some huge challenge. I mean, the woman that sits with a giant light that shines in the dark has a chip on her shoulder about being seen. Go figure. Probably guess, but rules are rules. We did talk about it on the fucking yacht, right? And this song is from Monster Prom. Is this just dating some unlicensed music? I'm pretty sure a variation of this song is in Monster Prom. Go figure. You probably guessed, but rules are rules. Even if I literally just made them up, you got it right. So I guess I approve of you dating Spirit or whatever. I never really cared in the first place. I was just hoping you slip up and give me an excuse to wet my blade with your blood. Maybe I'll find a reason tomorrow. For now, you two have fun. Wink, wink, wink. Trapper out. Sorry you had to endure that. 5 measly questions? It was nothing. Not even that. Ridiculous as necessary it was, the whole thing. Waking up in a random tunnel, the overhearing our argument, the news that Trapper and I had something going on, and the stupid quiz. All of it. Especially the whole Trapper outcast phrase. It's only because I actually like you. None of it would have happened if I didn't. And I like you too, Spirit. Please, call me Ren. Let's go! Let's go! Ren. I didn't really feel like our lighthouse experience was completed. There's something else I wanted to show you. Alone, up in the lantern room of the tower. Get your mind out of gutter, monsters. Not that kind of game. Can it be? What's that? Hold on a moment. I'm being told, no, wait. It is the... Wait! Disregard the gutter comment. I'm back up there with me. There's no place I'd rather be. There's no place I'd rather be. Excited to return to the lantern room of the lighthouse, despite all the drama and worry that was previously a part of you for this place. More importantly, excited to be there with Spirit. Which makes it all the more crushing. Right. And you're interrupted by the arrival of Claudette and Dwight. Oh, okay. What? Funny seeing you here. Wait, did I say funny? I meant trashy. Nice. Sorry, I forgot I was supposed to read. I had to say something real quick. Before they can explain what's even supposed to mean, the lighthouse begins to howl, a low, frightening sound. The lenses begin to glow in a now familiar way. You prepare to shield your eyes in case something bad happens to you again. That's the time for any reality show adjacent shenanigans. Dwight, Claudette, shield your eyes. We don't know what the lighthouse will. Now, please don't interrupt. You think after all this time, you know what we've got your best interest in mind. Wait, no. Of course I don't think that. No action yours, friend? I asked you not to interrupt. Too late. The black light flares, and darkness you see something horrible and strange. The place of Claudette and Dwight is a ghoulish silhouette, but before you can focus on them, the light passes, and 2 survivors are returned to their normal states. Freeze up here. Should have packed a sweater. And the hairy hell? Hey, what's the language? You shouldn't speak that way. Around your elders! What? Really? What? Monster, meet Grandpa Kaizen Yamaoka. Is it Yamaoka or Yamaoka? I've heard a lot of people say Yamaoka, but I really want to know if it's like Yamaoka. I thought that it was Yamaoka when I first started playing. Some people are saying Yamaoka, but I am curious. Well, technically, not just Grandpa. Technically, he's my great-great-great-great-grandpa. That's a lot of greats to say in a row. Haven't seen my little Rin since I watched over her from my afterlife when she was just a little girl, when I was just a little girl. And I expect you all to say the greats. It's a matter of honor and respect, except Rin. She can do whatever she wants, my precious little angel. You? Oni stares at you with his demonic red eyes. I'm pretty sure even the decorative third eye on his mask is looking at you. Plot twist, it opens up. You mongrel, you must treat me with respect, or so help me I'll be cleaning bitch of your head off of my Kanobo. Kanobo is like a metal baseball bat covered in spikes, FYI. Got it. Not sure what a peasant like you is doing so close to a descendant of the noble. I'm gonna say Yamaoka. Just because everybody else does. Yeah, Yamaoka bloodline in the first place. Dirt Claudine. Explain what's going on to me. It's Dwight, sir, and Claudette. Remember, we explained to you that we were going to come and meet you with your great-great-great-granddaughter suitor and to give or withhold your approval. 5 greats! Great-great-great-great-great-grandfather, sir, your honor, master, sir. Wait, he's a samurai, not a judge. I'm dead. Grandpa, they must have summoned you here because they think you have great judgment, and because if they summoned my father, I would have been too distracted by torturing him for all of eternity to continue with the rest of whatever this is. So, game, experience. Oh yes, that makes sense. Only a man of my power and magnitude can help. Self-important much? Perhaps. Nice to meet you, Kaizen. Only my friends and family call me Kaizen. Those who tremble in fear of my presence call me Oni. You're seeing a serious resemblance to Trapper, and not only the sheer size of the man, but Oni is his attitude. Apparently, Spirit has a type. You sure you can or want to measure up to that? It dawns on you that, wait a second, maybe you do resemble Oni. Each time you try to look at your own reflection, you've become dizzy and confused. This definitely deserves more thought. But now it's not the time to consider the fact that you might be some kind of hulking vampire with the first ever case of self-blindness. There's a master samurai bugging you. Now, well, you don't scare me at all, so I'll stick with Kaizen. Damn, savage. Peasant, I realize now the true purpose of my visit is to extinguish your light. When he waves his katana in the air at you menacingly, like great-great-great-great-great-grandfather, like great-great-great-great-granddaughter, apparently. Hold up there, Grandpops, not so fast. You're only supposed to kill them if they deserve it. Folks, you should get to know them better. Young people these days, always waiting to kill, insisting they must deserve it. Back in my day, you did what needed to be done because your nobility depended on it. In his day, for such an imposing presence, he's giving off serious boomer vibes. Old man yells at Cloud, I know. You see, when I was young, man, we didn't have foreigners in our land. Didn't need them. We had an abundance of culture already. A little too much if you ask me, but I didn't make the rules. The rulers did exactly how it should be. Really? Literature, art, commerce, theater, fashion, poetry, puppet shows, ghost stories, courtesans, gambling, fighting, fine dining, fast food, public executions. What were you talking about? Spirit giggles at her great. Okay, I'm not saying all those every time. Oni's forgetfulness. You wonder, does she even like this guy? She sure hates her father, so listen up, old man. We don't have time for you to list every activity available to a samurai in the entirety of that period. Silence, peasant. You show your ignorance. Samurai were forbade from many activities that didn't befit the Bushido code. Such as attending certain theatrical performances, for instance. Sometimes, however, a samurai would put on a disguise in order to seek out entertainment. I'm not saying I did that, but I had honor, and a body built like an entire castle that is quite hard to hide. But clearly, you have neither my honor nor my physique. You don't even know about the ins and outs of the shifting rules of traditional Japanese samurai etiquette. You fool. Rin, what would you want with such an uneducated admirer as this? You find it hard to believe that any contemporary person knows all that much about who was and wasn't allowed to do leisure activities over 100 years ago. However, you're not really sure how to handle this massive demonic old man. Oh wait, I get it. Sweet Ren, my beautiful descendant, you invited me here to do what you're too kind to do. Bash this jerk's head in. Lord, Doris, fetch me my Konobo. Ren, wrap your robe around this mongrel's head and hold them still. We'll splatter their brains on the beach together as a family. Grandpa, no, that's not why I invited you here at all. In fact, I didn't invite you. Claudette and Dwight did. Yeah, sure. Wink, wink, wink. Do we all say... Oh, okay. This whole saying wink out loud thing is getting out of hand. Him and Trapper really do have a lot in common, don't they? I swear, Monster has a good soul and the heart of a warrior. They fought for my love in their own way, faced down death more than once, and put up their fair share of nonsense. Nonsense which seems to be endless. Can we, I don't know, wrap this up already? Of course. Who am I to expect anyone to wait around for my approval? I've only been hanging around as a ghost, watching my bloodline be polluted by cowards and quitters for 5 generations. Come give your ancestor-in-law a hug. George, drawn, only beckons you closer. There's no way he has ever hugged anyone in his entire life. Not even his wife, apparently. I think I'm good over here, actually. Grin, now. Push them my way and I'll split them in half. The sacrifice of this usurper to the Yamaoka bloodline will bring us back to life and set us back on the course of honor. You're so silly, Grandpa. We both know that only one sacrifice can get our family back on track. Revenge on my father. Your great-great-great-great-grandson. Traded to the Yamaoka name. I still feel like it might be Yamaoka and that's bothering me. Please, somebody, if you know the difference, hit me up. Put it in the comments. Lust for violence in your voice. It fills me with cheer. I'll never forget who I am. I suppose if this is the person you want to be with, to go on your journey of bloody revenge with, I should trust your judgment. Strength inside of you blooms with the same cherry tree that was planted centuries ago by our shared ancestors. Is that why that tree got there? And if Monster ever treats me poorly, you have my word on our family's honor. I will wield my katana and gut them like a fist. As tear rolled down behind Oni's demonic mask. Tears roll down. You sure you want to marry into this? And one last word of advice, my dear girl. The father stuff, don't forget it, but maybe stop focusing so specifically and obsessively on it. What he did, it was awful, but it was already done. Do something for yourself now. Just my 2 cents. Be well, Red. I'll see you again soon. Now let's go, servants. Clint, Denise. Oh, I know that's probably Denise, but it looks like Dennis, and that's funny. Turn me to the stables. I assume my dragon has been fed and tended to? Yes, sure. I swear, this is still better than dealing with Trapper's dad. I'm sorry if I was disrespectful of your great-great-great-great-grandfather. He seemed like a very special man. I realized I would never mess her up to someone like him. A warrior with a hell of a fashion sense. I mean that mask. Don't worry, I'd never expect you to. I want you to, really. All I ever wanted was the biggest brood alive. If all I ever wanted was the biggest brood alive, I'd be down in Trapper's cave right now, avoiding his vintage bear traps. That's not the life I've imagined for myself. The sense of abstract duty, anger at a world changing around me, a lust for blood, there's no way to live, and yet, as you know, that is the Yamaoka way of life. But now, I'm cursed to battle against the dragon that lives inside me. At least, maybe I was, until now. Call me the Dragon Tamer, baby. Whoa, what the fuck? Thank you. You haven't won this game yet. Please don't ruin it. Why the fuck? Sorry, I have no idea where that came from. Facts. I think we spent enough time in this lantern room. Let's get back to the beach. Moonlight sets a romantic mood as storm clouds roll in and surround the black lighthouse. I know the sun might have set, but if we wait long enough, it will rise again. Eyes. Spear removes her sheer robe, showing you her strappy black bikini. Her pale skin glows under the light of the moon. What? Maybe you could help me get a head start on applying tomorrow's sunscreen? Really? Alright, whatever. Again, I mean, yeah, of course. Last time was well. We felt more connected to you afterwards. To be totally real with you, I kinda just asked you as a goof, but I really enjoyed it. I swear though, if you tell anyone about this, I will not be labeled a foot freak. Not that there's anything wrong with feet, it's just that something about the kind of attention that really gets people talking. Oh, steady, steady. Are we serious right now? I'm glad I was fucking paying attention. Almost. Yes. The first one was almost? God, they're so damn hot. What? God, they're so goddamn hot. I love feeling your hand sliding up and down my feet and between my toes. My skin has never been more moist. You know, I'm glad I don't stream this because, man, that's a clip just waiting to happen. Get up here right now. Hey, yo. Or you can find a towel to wipe off your lotion hands. Spirit grabs you and pulls you in close. Her lips lock onto yours. They're surprisingly soft and warm. The sensation is incredible. Clouds cover the moon, and you find yourself on the beach with Spirit in complete darkness. You can feel the narrow straps of her bathing suit come undone and come to life, snaking through the air, wrapping around your body, lifting you off of your feet. Come here, you. So this is what it feels like to fly. Oh, maybe the fucking ability, supernatural ability question was fucking fly. But I think we got it. I don't know. Feel like it should have been to fly. Fucking hell. As Spirit pulls you close, you feel a bit of glass press onto your flesh. Pain and pleasure mixed and wash over you like the ocean. Salty air stinging your skin as you writhe against your undead lover. Sounds like some shit that Pinhead would be into. The lighthouse house. In the darkness, you're pretty sure that Spirit lets the dragon inside of her take over. It kills you. So it will have all been worth it. Clouds part just as you manage to pull yourself, exhausted, away from Spirit. Really? A chunk of broken glass is lodged in your shoulder. Pluck it from your shoulder, it drips blood. Sorry, I think this got stuck to me when I was having the best night of my life. Oh, really? For this cheesy? Spirit drags her fingertip over the glass edge of the end of the glass shard. Keep it. Consider it a memento. I got plenty more where that came from. Fine. You arrive at the beach to find Claudette and Dwight waiting for you. Now's the time, monster. Face your destiny. Actually, about that, monster, can we talk privately? Maybe, not here. Maybe someplace else would be better for this talk. You know how we feel about schedule, Spirit. Very strongly. And you know how I feel about you telling me what to do. Don't do it. Like I said, I'd rather have this talk with Monster privately. It's not right to do it here in front of everyone. Really? You know, from my experience in upper management at my father's mine, I learned that if you're going to fire someone, it's best to do it in public so they don't freak out. Please, enough of the fire talk. Bro, why are you still here? Wait, you think... No, she couldn't be. They seem showing love. Well, I mean, not really. Spirit is still Spirit. But if I tried to imagine Spirit in love, I guess he hasn't attempted to murder Monster yet, so... Fine, your guess is as good as mine, really. This girl is very hard to read. Word of advice, though, if you're going to end it quickly. In my experience, the more pathetic the creature, the more annoying the final hours are. I don't need any advice. Everyone out except for Monster. Still got her boy, though. Someone say final house. It's kind of my whole jam, I can say, right? Especially you, out. Lame. Along with Spirit, you feel something awful hanging in the air. More awful even than the lingering smell of the Cleaver body spray. I feel like that's a pun on X, got it. Oh, that gag, I'm gagging, we're all gagging. For Cleaver body spray. Spirit, Ren, I know what you plan on saying, but before you say on anything, just know that I really, really enjoyed my time with you. Getting to know you over the past few days helped me get to know myself. For that, I just wanted to say thank you. It's sweet, you're welcome, and you know what? Really? It's that kind of thing that shows me you've got a good heart inside of you. Too good for me to carve out and toss to the ocean, but also too good for me to love. I need someone who shares my interests, someone I can connect to, someone jaded and dispassionate, only driven forward by a desire for revenge. Really? Really? I need someone who isn't so warm that I feel cold in comparison. I need someone who isn't you. Can we just be friends? I don't know if... Before you finish that, just know if we're not friends, we'll probably become enemies. We'll destroy you. Friends it is. I'm glad to have you here for me when I need it. When I need you. But also not too close when I don't. So yeah. See you around. It starts to leave. Wait. What? That's it? That's how this ends? You're just leaving me here? Not sure I'd use the word ends, and for that matter, I wouldn't say that I'm leaving, but us, we're definitely through. The fact that you can't see that, well, it just proves that we never really belonged together anyhow. Good night, monster. The hell, I just spent all this time on the island doing anything I can get to know you. Only to be told I should just leave the chocolate factory through the side door? I don't know what any of that means. Anyway, I say good night, monster. See you around. Jeez, I'm sorry, what a bummer. Hey, why does she keep saying she'll see me around? Guess I have no idea. So, my precious killers lived happily ever. Are we fucking serious? As they should, learning to love themselves first and foremost. I was trapped in a never-ending cycle of torture of my design. Wait, did I just spoil my true identity? Made it this far. You should probably know that. You'll have to play this again to find out more. Goodbye, monster. See you again later. And again. 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 Forever. The end. Really? Really? Okay, dude. First off, this game was long as shit. Fuck. I think they look. They made their money because it was, a quick little quirky little thing that content creators have picked up to try to make content out of. And the occasional odd person, right? Not odd as in they're odd, but like odd as in like niche person. Either way, they made their money through this game. I get that. And the fact that there's still this is like 1 or 2 weeks out, and there's and fix that. It's easy. And usually I don't complain about bugs and stuff, but that one is that's just HTML. Like, come on now. Either way, this was fun. I don't know if I say it was fun, cause fuck, this was long. But in general, I don't know, dude. This was, I don't know. Like, I feel the fact that this was 4 fucking hours. I guess I went slow at points. I don't know. I think that kills this game's replayability, right? Like, a dating sim shouldn't be this long. All that time to still get rejected. Like, I feel like there was no room for leeway there. To can I speed this up, or does it just go at this speed only? Because I want to let the credits roll. But I feel like that's a long ass time to end up with a rejection for a dating sim. Like, that's 3 hours. Like, why is it longer than a typical match of DBD? Like, I know those are usually 10, 15 minutes. But you know what I mean? Like, this is a significantly longer playtime. I could have been getting blood points this entire time, dude. Like, this is a long fucking time for a game. And I was initially thinking, fuck it, I'll just upload the entire thing, as a long form. But honestly, if I don't want to play this again, casually because of how long it was, I can't expect somebody to want to watch the entire playthrough like that from a smaller content creator's end. So I'm probably just going to chop this up and make this a highlight. If you're hearing this and I didn't do that, I guess, or I'll make it a highlight reel and then have people tell me in the comments if they prefer to see the long length, and I'll upload it then. But either way, dude, this shit was long as fuck. And I'm all for story games and light novels and things like that, but for a fucking dating sim, 4 hours off of 4 characters and to still get rejected? Like, there must have, you must have to get perfect answers with her throughout the entire time to not get rejected. And I can only assume Trickster ending is after getting all the other 5 like correct endings. That's all I can only assume. Like that's a secret ending. That's usually how those things go. Because there was no like autonomy in this really. Like there wasn't. You want to go to this location, and like there was. Well, okay, there was, but like not like in the sense that I could pick up an Easter egg item or something like that, right? So beyond the initial one. And then on that, I'm assuming I paid Claudette and Dwight with the fucking coin for them to give me like a bonus. Like, hey, she's really digging you. But I guess that bonus didn't mean shit. Because in the end, it didn't even pan out for me. So yeah, I don't know. I don't know. I don't regret spending money on this. I don't. But I also don't know if I can recommend this to anybody that doesn't already find it funny, right? Like, if I had to convince somebody to get this game, I don't think I could do that. I think it would purely be if I already knew somebody that was into DBD, but also with enough lightheartedness to play a dumbass dating sim, right? But if I was like, hey, you want to hear about a new dating sim? Here's Hooked on You. Or hey, you like DBD? You're going to like Hooked on You. Like, no, like I don't think I can recommend those to those populations. I feel like this is specifically for the R34 browsers of Dead by Daylight. Like, I think this is specifically those people. And maybe that's it. And maybe people like me who are trying to make a video out of this. Yeah. I don't know. I'm not disappointed. And I guess you could say salty because Spirit, but like, that's a long ass playthrough. Like that kills replayability for a fucking dating sim, dude. Do I really want to sit through and play through another 4 hours of content to possibly get an ending with Spirit? I don't know. I might do this like another time for like, I don't know, like a subathon reward or something special. But I can't see myself picking this up. Well, then again, I don't see myself playing dating sim, rom-com things, whatever, often without there being like a good reason, like an event. Maybe Valentine's Day I'll do this in Monster Prom. I don't know. But yeah. Overall, I'm not mad at the game overall. I'm just mad at how lengthy it was. Which is a good problem to have, I guess. Because I don't feel like I spent too much money on this, right? Like, I got a lot more out of it than I expected. But I don't know if that kills it, right? Like, would this do better if I spent $5 on a game that was an hour long? What was it, like $10? 4 hours? Like, usually that sounds like a good batch of content, right? Like, usually that sounds like a good batch. I think it's just the nature that it's a dating sim that's throwing me off. You know what, maybe I'm looking at it too bad, right? Maybe that's it. Maybe that's it, right? Like, frankly, if I look at it purely just like on other Steam games I've played, where I spend $10, I can comfortably say I played through a story and got 4 hours out of it. You know what? Looking at it from that angle, yeah. I'd tell somebody, if you have $10 to spend and 4 hours to burn, go ahead and do it. Yeah. I guess that's where I have my piece with this. Also, now that it just popped up on screen, I just want to remember, what's the point of voting off Rafe if he was still gonna fucking be there? Like, bro. I feel like some of those decisions just didn't have any decision to them. But yeah. Well, that being said, like this video if you like it. Comment for me. Comment down below. I'm so tired. I'm sorry. That was a lot. Just for transparency's sake, it usually doesn't take me that long for the like DBD vids, like the DBD build videos. Like the one shots are one shot. Like it's like 15 minutes. And the build videos, yeah, sometimes I'll have like a day where it's just like dog shit in between. But that tells me that the build's not working, right? And I just like tweak something and try again. And usually it's like bam over by the time I iron out the kinks. Fuck, this was long. So yeah, let's try that outro one last time. If you like the video, like it. If you got a comment for me, comment. And that being said, peace out, my monstrosities.